Whatever you've done, I know there is good in you.
Request for backup! Immediate help!
No, no, no!
Corey! Come to the sound of my voice!
You're safe now. You
Brightburn.
I want to do good, Mom. I do.
Rated R. Starts Thursday night, May 23rd.
What's up, Go-Hounds? Welcome to the Gore Podcast. I am that not-so-mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing it in as always. However, I do not bring this shit show in alone. For with me as always, and what do we have today? How about my succulent superheroes? How about we're going to go with that?
I'll give you something succulent.
Sounds dirty enough. The squad is all back after some hiatuses. We are here, and I'm going to introduce these motherfuckers as always, starting off with the Dark Lord of Knowledge, the Chad Daddy, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
Yeah, we have the Duke of the Dead, the host with the ghost, Lord Scuba Cabra, the big cheese himself, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
What's up, you sexy bitches?
I hope you caught last week, dude, when I totally just was like, I don't have to do Steve's 50 list of fucking names. And of course, the meat mountain himself, that killing machine, Mr. Bobby Amone.
Evening, you fuckwads.
Yeah, today is, and I can actually say it properly today, September 5th, 2022.
You were only a few weeks late last time. Relax.
Bro, I am
Early.
So
He was early, whatever.
Yeah, it was super early, and I was throwing everybody off, but that's okay. We are finally in September. We are in spooky season officially. I don't give a shit what anybody says. September 1st, That's what it is.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, we have a fun episode today, man. We have a whole new theme going on for this month. Chad Daddy, what are we doing this month, by the way?
Superhero horror, buddy.
Superhero. All right. And if you guys can read the title if you're watching live, and if not, we are covering Brightburn today. But first, before any of that shit, we're going to do what we always do and talk about what we did in the last week. So, Mr. Vasquez, if you could, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your Salaf!
Thank you, Steve. Chad Daddy, you want to start us off, bud?
I would be delighted. So last week, I was just goofing around on the internet, and I saw something that became available on Walmart.com and decided to try and get said thing, and ended up getting said thing. And that thing...
Oh, he's got the box.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Got my
beautiful
PS5, baby.
You can tell that bitch is already empty. Chad just was like, whoo.
Oh, dude, it was as soon as it got here Saturday morning. I ripped that box open, hooked it right the fuck up.
Did you put the baby gate around the PS5 for all the children?
They won't touch it. They know better.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
it actually wasn't supposed to be here until late this week, and then it shipped early.
Nice. Even better.
Hell
What's
yeah.
up, Smiling Octopus?
Hi, baby.
Howdy.
So yeah, I got that set up and running. I haven't Haven't really played any PS5 games on it yet because I'm being a little picky of what I get for it. But I will say this: I played Ghosts of Tsushima, and it looks fucking gorgeous on it.
Oh, dude, I
Sure,
could
I can't
only
imagine.
imagine.
Beautiful. The other games aren't as noticeable, but my God, it's just so
Question:
great.
Can
Yes.
you get the up? Because you have MK11 for PS4, right?
Yes.
It doesn't come with a free upgrade for the PS5 at all, does
No,
it?
but you can get MK11 on the PlayStation Plus thing for free.
Oh, okay. So
It's one of the
I've
games I
played it on the PS5, and it runs so phenomenally well, dude. It's
Nice.
fantastic. Like, obviously, you got to have that full 4K TV setup and shit too. But yes, that's awesome, dude. I'm happy for you, man.
And the funny thing is, I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm looking over these games, all the games that I see right now. I'm like, these look okay, but the main reason I got it is for the games that are coming out soon. Like, I got it for future. Spider-Man, Gotham Knights comes out, I think, next month.
Is it already that fast?
I think it's supposed to be October, and then
But that's not
was next
exclusive,
month.
right? That was
not to the PS5, but it is exclusive to the next gen hardware.
Ooh, really?
Yes. Yeah, so it won't be coming out for the PS4.
Yay, PC. All right.
Yeah. Master Race.
Yeah, right. That's all. Sorry.
Sorry, Chad.
But yeah, aside from that, I didn't really get a chance to do much. Yesterday, I was supposed to go see Dragon Ball Superhero,
Mm-hmm.
but my son decided he wanted to learn how to play checkers, and nobody else wanted to teach him. My wife's like, because she'd worked the night before and had no sleep at all. So she was dead ass tired. My mother-in-law, she was goofing around with the other ones. I'm like, screw it, I'll teach you how to play. And yeah, by the time we were done playing, and by the way, he almost won. He was that close to winning.
Nice. That's awesome.
And I told him I was real proud. But no, by the time we were done, it was too late to go see the movie. But you know what? I got some, one-on-one time with my son, so that was really cool.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
That's
what's important, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I still have the possibility that I could go see it this week. It won't be a matinee, so I'll be paying full price. But you know what? If I don't get to see it, I don't get to see it. I'll see it.
Can I tell you this, though?
Sure.
Worth it.
Yeah, totally worth it.
It's you're not really missing out if you get the matinee price, thumbs up all the way around, dude. Absolutely. But if you can treat yourself, dude,
and like I said, if I don't get the chance to see it, it's like I even looked into seeing the more fun version of Spider-Man that just came out this weekend, and the stuff they added in, it's not worth going to see again.
Yeah. I was gonna say I just don't.
Yeah.
I love that movie, but I have
Same.
no want to go see it again in theaters. Dude.
Not for 3 hours, no.
No, not for all they added in. It's
now if you threw in like Toby's OG Spider-Man like 4K'd up in theaters, I'd be like, all right, let's go, because that's been a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we just had this shit 6 months ago, dude. Like,
yeah.
I was debating on whether to go see Jaws just to chime on that one too.
That's one.
Because I've never seen that on a big screen. I would.
Neither have I, and I was gonna go yesterday, and I totally didn't.
Oh, you didn't? No. Damn. I know everybody. I know a few people that did. No, Boss Man did, and
Yeah, he did.
Everybody said it was fantastical in 4K on IMAX, dude. And I can only imagine. So, anyways, Chad Eddies.
But yeah, that's about it. Nothing else really new and exciting. So, Scoobs, how about you, brother?
Well, this is my first day back in 2 weeks, and I'm happy to be here, fellas. I was spending some time with my mom last week, so I don't get to see my mom regularly. She lives about 8 hours away, so she drove down here. We spent some time together, and
nice.
I barbecued it up. Tried to catch the show as much as I could, but at my grandma's house, the internet's kind of wonky out there, so didn't get to really catch much of the show. But we just barbecued, hung out with my mom. Went to go hang out with my aunt that I hadn't seen in a few years, and she got a condo here where we live, right off the water. So like, she's got like this beautiful view, and she's like, whenever I need you to house sit, I'll let you know. And I'm like, I am fucking down, because you're living like a fucking Colombian drug lord right now. Like, yeah, bro. Like, she's a nurse, or she was a nurse, but now she's like running this nursing home, like huge nursing home that we have here, nursing facility, I should say. And so she's single, and she's just living it up, and she got this nice ass apartment. I'm like, wow, this is
the way you're saying you got an aunt who's single and she's a sugar mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she likes to party.
Steve, you want to be cousins?
Well, I mean,
We step cousins. Or no, wait,
So,
it would be actually.
you'd be my uncle.
Be uncle.
You'd be my
Yeah.
uncle.
Oh shit.
Uncle Johnny D. Yeah,
There
buddy.
you go.
Well, we just don't tell Jen. We won't tell Jen. It's fine.
Well, I'll keep her there. I'll be like, yo, this girl's got money.
We'll be able to take care of it. Don't worry.
But no, so I did that, and then just started moving stuff over to the new house. There's a whole bunch of shit behind me right now currently because we were just stacking boxes in the living room, and my bedroom's almost completely cleaned out. I just got, my dresser and my bed and stuff left in there, and still have all my horror stuff.
What's your curtain call? Like, when do you got to be out?
I don't have to be out of here till the end of the month. I paid double rent. Yeah, I ended up paying just double rent because I got so much money off the house if I took possession of it before September. So took care of that. The contractors were out there working on some stuff, and there's still a little bit of things that I need to call them back and say, hey, this isn't to my liking. But other than that, man, it just working. And I had a 3-day training last week also for the new job that I felt so lost after the training until they were like, no. None of this applies to you. You just have to come to the training. I'm like, oh, thank God, because I didn't know I was about to quit.
Was that 3-day meeting thing that you were stuck?
Yeah. So, but yeah, other than that, I mean, just here. I was gonna go watch Jaws yesterday. I was all excited, and I slept I was packing boxes in my fucking room, and I had a box on my lap, and then I put on Hellraiser 2. And I got sidetracked and started watching Hellraiser 2, and I picked my feet up on the bed, and I was out. I took like a 4.5-hour nap.
Yeah,
I was
power naps, dude.
I was dead to the world. Did not hear my phone. Did not hear nothing. And so, yeah. Then I got called into work last night because the other DJ got rained out because we've been having a lot of rain here and lately, and he was flooded in, so we didn't. Oh, okay. So. So my beautiful, lovely girlfriend, we had this prank war going on, and I completely forgot. Never even got her back. So Thursday,
that's how tired you were, bro.
Well, Thursday she's like, "Hey, we gotta go to the house to do the inspection." I'm like, "All right, cool." I show up to the house, talking to the construction guys, and one of them's like, "Hey, there's a cop outside." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "There's a cop outside." So I walk outside, and Mel's outside, and she's like, "Oh yeah, this is the house right here." Cop walks up and he's like, "Is this address?" And I'm like, "Yes, sir." And he's like, "This is the 5th time I've had to come out to this house for a 911 call." He's like, "And I'm getting sick and tired of it. The phone call's coming from the girl's phone who was murdered here. And whoever's making these phone calls needs to stop." And I'm like, "What? What do you mean? Somebody was murdered in this house?" And he's like, the property manager, they didn't tell you that somebody was murdered here?" And I'm like, "No. Nobody told me shit, but that's awesome because I'm a paranormal investigator." And he's like, "That's fine and dandy, but I'm on a 911 call." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So then he's going on and on and on about how the girl was murdered in the house and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like thinking in my head, oh, fuck yeah, game on. Like,
right? Like Scoob's writing himself a checklist of like things
I'm like,
be done.
I'm bringing all my shit to the fucking house and staying the night overnight by myself to see what the fuck I find. So he's just going on, and I let him walk. And I'm like, you're more than happy to look around. Like, there's nobody here. There's no girl here. And he's like, "Well, if you find anything, here's my number." And he pulls out his little notepad, writes his number on the paper, hands me the paper. And he's like, if you find anything, let me know because we really need these 911 calls to stop. I'm like, "Okay, sir. Yes, sir. This and that." And I open the paper, and it says, "Love Mel." This bitch. This bitch, and I say bitch with all the love in my heart. I was going to say,
there's sincerity in that.
There's sincerity in this bitch. Got with my buddy Joe from Darkside Paranormal, asked him if he knew a cop. The cop agreed to come and prank me. And so that's 2-0. 2-0.
And dude, that's a hardcore one, too.
I was so upset after the fact because I'm like, now my house isn't haunted. What the fuck?
That was a cock tease, man.
Yeah, huge.
Literally.
That's what Brody just said too.
Ultimate cock tease.
I can see that, dude, for sure. Because you're just like, I'm not even upset that I was pranked. I'm just really upset that this shit ain't haunted now. God damn it.
It's okay because I keep telling her from the first prank, she's fucked. I have a prank planned. I just never did it because, like I said, I forgot about it. But she's fucked with the first prank, and this
he's got nothing.
Oh no, I got the ultimate for that first.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I would have anything on that, dude. Like
no,
I would have to sit down and
pulled
think.
on me. She put Post-its all over my bedroom and my bathroom, like everything was covered in Post-its. My toilet, my bathtub, my toothbrush.
How long did that take?
She had help. My daughter and her friends helped her, and it took them a couple of
course.
hours. So she's fucked. And that's just for the first one, because it's such an ugly prank that I'm gonna do. The second one I'm gonna have to work on, but I have something in the works. But that's enough of my bullshit. Bobby, let's go.
Well, I don't have a prank war going on right now, unfortunately. But if I did, I would go with whatever Higo said and prank to have her deported. That would just be hilarious and terrible all in one. Not much with me. This weekend was a very chill weekend. We had lunch with a friend of me and my girlfriend had lunch with a friend of mine on Saturday, and we were with her family Saturday night. And then yesterday, me and her were down at Point Pleasant. My cousin sings with the band at the Jenkinson's bar. So we went down there for the day and chilled out with some family and everything. And today was Labor Day. And we had a gender reveal party today, and that was it. That's literally it. Like, that's all I did. And we watched this movie this morning, which we're about to talk about. I loved it very much. So, but yeah, I had a very boring weekend. So I'm not even going to elaborate on that because it's all I got. So, John, you take it from here.
Oh, well, let's see. I was at an indoor water park this week. It was, what the hell is it called? Cartwright? It's indoor resort. And then they got a casino far down the thing. I don't do casinos. But the wife's grandmother, she wanted to do a big old family trip. So it was us, her, and then my sister-in-law and her husband and all the kids. And it was pretty fun, man. It was drinks were expensive, but you're on vacation, so it is what it fucking is. The arcade, though. So they have this arcade, and it's like it's all the same arcade, but it's split. So when you get down to the bottom level, there's like the normal like games. So there's like pool tables, foosball, and like the racing games, all that kind of shit. And then you pass like a bar and grill, and then a fucking buffet, a sweet shop, and then you get down to there, and then it's all like the ticket games and the claw machine shit. So that's where so right off the bat, they have tiers, and it's like, you get this credits, blah, blah, blah. So we went with not like the top shelf tier, but the next low down. That was 75. And we only have one kid, dude. So I felt bad for my sister-in-law because she's got 3 now. She was like, yeah, I spent an entire week's paycheck at the arcade pretty much.
Jesus Christ.
Like, but hey, man, it's all for the fun. Yeah. Water slides were great. Lazy River, my only complaint, not enough tubes. But because that was such, they allow you to just free swim through it, which was weird. But also, I didn't like it because my mouth's too close to the water. And I'm not even trying to mess around with this.
The struggle.
Well, yeah, dude. So when we got done, I told the kiddo, I was like, listen, we got to go up and shower and then brush your teeth. She's like, why brush your teeth? I'm like, because if you drink any of that water, I'm like, there's pee all in that water. I'm like, that water's 50% pee. She's like, no, it's not. And I'm like, listen. And I had the dad lean in. I was like, you peed in the tube today, didn't you? She's like, well, yeah, in the one slide because I had to. I was like, right. Well, guess what? So did your cousins. They all did, secretively, and have told me about it. So if every kid is fucking pissing in the goddamn tubes, take a look around. And she's just like, I was like, yeah. That's why you don't drink the water at the water park.
That's a South Park episode, too.
Yeah, but the reason it's a South Park episode is because it's a legit thing in real. I mean, obviously, it goes to the extreme of like where you got drink the pee, Kyle. We're not doing that, but but if you think about it, man, there's 200 kids there easily, plus adults, and then come on, man, some adults don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit.
Care.
I gotta go.
Really?
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
I'm the only one. I'm the
No.
only
I have
one-
never done that. Never.
I would say I will walk my ass to the bathroom.
Yes.
I do not give a shit.
That's why they put chemicals in there, is to kill that shit.
No, that's
Yeah, but dude,
Look,
listen.
no.
You test
Pee
the
is
pH.
sterile.
If you test the pH level and the P is too high, you're
That
all
chemical
off
ain't
balance,
doing
dude. It's
shit.
all
Pee is sterile.
It
You're
should-
good.
It should not be that. No, never mind.
I will say this: one time we went to the one indoor water park up in Erie a couple years ago, and they had to shut down the wave pool because somebody shit in it.
they did a Caddyshack. Yeah.
Oh my god,
shit.
dude!
So they did. There was a slide that was shut down momentarily momentarily. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. Because there was a kid that was stuck in it. I'm like, how the fuck did you get stuck in it? But I forgot what slide it was, and it's the toilet bowl slide. If y'all been on that, and he probably got stuck. He probably missed the chute and got stuck on a ledge somewhere and was like, oh shit, what do I do? But then I'm just thinking, I was like, well, if somebody's stuck in the slide, how do you get him up besides sending somebody else? Right? You're like, hey, battering ram. Woo! And I was like, but me personally, even if it's a tube ride, I'm going to take a mat because the mat is the true battering ram. I'm going to fucking sled your ass out of the way.
I don't know why
They still have those there?
Oh, bro, they had these 2 mat slides, dude, and they were great because you legit race the other person. And there's like 2 to 3 open sections where the tubes open up and you can actually see the person like right next to you as you're racing them.
Oh,
so
shit.
my nephews kind of wanted me to keep racing. Like it was my favorite one too, actually. But like I was like, yo, let's go. And they're like, yeah. And I raced my sister-in-law and everything else. Dude, my heavy ass gets fucking hauling, dude.
Yes.
So like,
yes.
I asked my sister-in-law, I was like, yo, on the last, because there's like these 2 hills that go fucking down. And I was like, do you skip off those? She's like, what do you mean skip off of them? I'm like, you skip off of them. She's like, no. She's like, do you? I'm like a fucking stone on water. Like, just like fucking.
You get
like,
so much velocity.
Oh, God, it hurts. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like-
Dude, the last time I went to a water slide like that, I got so much air, I thought I cracked the fucking slide.
And here's my last little thing about the water park before we move on to the actual movie. So there's a splash park there too, which I always enjoy because who doesn't love getting hit on by a giant bucket of like 50 gallons of water and all that other good shit, right? But they have the 2 normal slides that are just slides, right? Like they're just big twisty slides. But some splash parks don't let adults go down those ones. This one didn't give a shit. They're like, yeah, everybody can go down these. I was cool. So the lifeguard up there overheard me talking to my daughter because I was like, yeah, you did. I'm like, you got to lay down to go faster. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. So it's my turn to get up. And the dude's like, yo, man, you want to know how to go the fastest down the slide? I'm like, yes, bro, hit me up. I felt like it was a drug deal, but it was awesome. It's like, you want to know how to do? And he's like, it's the clothes that slow you down. I'm like, well, that makes sense, dude. He's like, right. He's like, and so they have bars right across. He's like, bro, swing yourself in there. And he's like, ride on your heels and your shoulders. And holy fucking shit, was he right, dude. So pretty much you just go right in the lounge pose. You're like, huh! And you just go right down the slide like that, but you are fucking haul. Dude, on one of them, I hit the end pieces, like the stops where you're like, nobody even comes close. And my sister-in-law was like, you almost came out of that thing. And I was like, right? That was sweet. So
I want to go to a water park now. Goddamn!
I know. I'm loving this story. This is great.
Oh, they're fantastic, dude. It was a good old time. They also had one of those big old fucking like wall rippers, dude, where like you come right out the chute and you fucking ride right up on the skirt.
Yeah.
So I took my niece and my nephews, and dude, we hit peak. It was nice. It was funny as hell.
Wait. Have you ever been so high up on those? You're like, oh shit, don't tip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Listen, it's funny because they have a scale on the one too, and I thought they were just like kind of like fat judging me at first, but it's just if they have 4 people, because you can only ride 2 or 4, right? Like that's how the tube goes, whatever. You can't go over 700 pounds with people.
Right.
Yeah. I want to take somebody where it's like me, Bobby, and like 2 little kids to where we can almost max this bitch out at like
Yes.
690. Like 699 is questionable. We want to be at 698. You know what I mean? Like it's right there.
No. You want to be at like 698, 695 and be like, okay, we got a little bit to work with.
Yeah, dude. Between you and I, we're already at fucking almost
Yeah,
600.
well, yeah, you're like you're what, 290 something?
Yeah,
now? I'm probably down to that too. So yeah, we're right fucking there.
But it's and I thought they did that, but then they did it to my sister-in-law too with her kids. And she was like, what the fuck? She's like, I'm not even anywhere close to you. I'm like, it's probably just something they gotta do, dude. You know what I mean? Like they just see 4 people, they're like, oh, hop on the scale. Oh, okay, good. So but enough about that. So yeah, go to an indoor water park. They're fun. If you haven't, or if you live where scuba is, they're probably open all year round. Anyways, right.
Yeah.
But we are here to talk fucking horror movies. So let's do that. And today was Mr. Vasquez's pick, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Scoobs, take it away, bud.
All right, today we are talking about Brightburn, released May 24th, 2019. Tori and Kyle Breyer dream of starting a family, but struggle with fertility. Their wish appears to come true when a spaceship crashes in the woods, and the couple discovers a mysterious baby boy whom they named Brandon. Brandon appears to be everything Tori and her husband Kyle ever wanted. Bright, talented, and curious about the world. But as he nears puberty, powerful darkness manifests within him, and Tori becomes consumed by terrible doubts about her son. Once Brandon begins to act on his twisted urges, the closest to him find themselves in grave danger. Directed by David Yarovsky, The Hive, Night Books. Written by Brian Gunn, Bring It On Again, Journey to the Mysterious Island. Mark Gunn, Bring It On Again, Journey to the Mysterious Island. Produced by James Gunn, Scooby-Doo, Monsters Unleashed, The Belko Experiment. Kenneth Wong, The Parts You Lose, Beast. Bobo.
James Gunn did Scooby-Doo too?
Yeah.
He produced
What?
it.
I did not know that.
I would have never
I didn't know that either.
And for those of you that have never watched the movie, if that premise sounded very familiar, it's because
Smallville.
it's the same situation that happened in a small town called Smallville.
Never
But
watched Smallville
flipped on
myself,
its ear.
honestly.
But
This was closer
Mirrored.
to more the Red Sun, where there was a small
Oh,
boy that
yeah.
fell in Russia.
I'm gonna wait. I'll give my
Chad's
take
like-
on that when we get to
Chad's got so much nerdy like Kamehamehas just building up fucking right now.
funny.
He's got that
funny,
nerdy
you know,
spirit bomb going.
It's funny that you say that because my take on it was this is more closely to Dragon Ball.
I was thinking
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
It's
This is
what
very
should have
Saiyan.
happened.
Exactly what it's. Yep.
Well, we'll get to that. We'll
Yeah.
get there.
Okay, starring. These are easy names this week. I can't fuck it up. Thank God.
You still will.
You'll fuck it
Shut
up.
up. Shut up.
Roll that dice, baby.
Shut up. Elizabeth Banks, Slither, Zach and Maury make a porno. Who the
Miri.
fuck
That
wrote
was
that?
intentional. Come on.
Yeah, I figured that.
that was intentional.
Nope, it's Maury. Sorry, make a porno as Tori Breyer, David Denman, The Office fanboys as Kyle Breyer.
That's what he's from. His office.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying,
He's
I'm like
Roy.
looking at him. I'm like, I see
Roy.
you before.
So yeah, the original. What's her name's fiance, right?
Yeah, Pam's
Pam's-
fancy. Yeah.
Pam's-
Yeah. Okay.
Jackson A. Dunn, Avengers Endgame, Shameless as Brendan Breyer or Brightburn. Matt Jones, Red State, Breaking Bad as Noah McNicol. Am I saying it? McNicol?
McNichol.
Okay, close enough. Meredith Hagner as The World Turns, Search Party as Marilee McNichol. Abraham Clinkscales. Really? That's his name?
That's a crazy name.
Clinkscales.
Clinkscales.
Black Panther, Stepsisters as Royce. Christian Filayson, A Dark Place, Goosebumps 2, Slappy's Revenge as Foxhawk. Am I saying that right?
I haven't.
Faux
Faux hawk.
There it is.
Faux
There
Hawk?
it is.
There it is. All right, fine. Y'all fucking win again.
I have not watched the Goosebumps movies. You guys-
The first one was
Yeah?
good.
First one was
I like
good.
the first one. I didn't
All
see
right.
the second one.
I like Jack Black, so I mean, like, I feel like I would.
Yeah. Jennifer Holland, Zombie Strippers, great movie.
Mhm.
Peacemaker as Miss Espionage. That's how I'm saying it. That's how I'm saying it. I don't care.
The teacher.
What
We'll just
is
say it was
that?
the teacher.
She's the
What
teacher.
is that?
Yeah, what?
Espen Scheid?
I don't know. Yeah.
Espen
Scheid. That is a
Espen Scheid.
hard.
that is
German
Scheiße.
name.
Espen Scheiße.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Emmy Hunter, Forever My Girl, California Dreamin' as Caitlin Connor, and Becky Wallstrom, Joan of Arcadia, the opposite sex, as Erica Connor.
Very
Alrighty.
interesting. Music by Tim Williams, Red Sky, Creepshow the series, cinematography by Michael Delatorre, The Hive, Books of Blood, edited by Andrew S. Eisen, The Mandalorian, and The Book of Boba Fett, effects and makeup by Trickster, John, one of your favorites, Ninja Assassin,
Yes, dude.
Guns
So fucking
Akimbo.
good.
They've actually done a lot of stuff. I was looking through, like they've done like a lot of Marvel movies and shit.
Yo, Guns Akimbo is a great fucking movie too.
I need to put that on my list. It looks fucking insane. Fucking
Watch
Daniel
Ninja
Radcliffe,
Assassin, dude.
Distributed by Sony Pictures Rising, runtime of 90 little people, rated R, budget of 12 mil, gross 32.9 mils.
Hey,
Wasn't too
So,
bad.
it was pretty
Not too
successful.
bad. All right, gentlemen, let's discuss this fucking fantastic movie.
Okay, so
That's all
like I said, this had a lot of people compare this to Superman, and it's
Power wise, yes.
Yes and no. He did not have all the same powers as Superman.
Well,
he did not have the super hearing because he couldn't hear whatever other people were planning.
didn't have
Right.
X-ray
Well, but it
And he
maybe it just hadn't developed yet.
And he
That's
had some
true.
kind of weird power that disrupted, like
he had
energy.
EMP power, dude. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
And that's what made me draw a parallel more to Dragon Ball because of that. Because if you remember, Gohan had that.
And you know what? It was only when he was powering up, dude, when his eyes were red.
Yeah.
That he was like
Just-
going EMP mode.
Just like
and
when
shit,
Gohan
dude.
would get really pissed off and he'd create that. But also, the whole thing is he was sent there by another alien race, not because they were dying, but to completely wipe them out, which is what
Right.
the Saiyans would do with their babies.
Correct.
And that's what made me think this is closer to Dragon Ball than it is to Superman.
Now, obviously, the Superman, farm
Small
parent-
town in Kansas.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like that's your Superman elements, and it's still the whole cape thing. He could fly. Like you're not wrong there, though. Dragon Ball, obviously, right there too. But
This was my first time watch. I've been wanting to watch this for a long time.
same.
But
Yeah, same here.
so I was watching it and I was doing like reading while I was watching it. I mean, listen, I'm not by any means, hating on Superman. He's one of the best superheroes ever. I, for me, for some reason, just don't like the fact that everybody's trying to draw as like, well, when I was reading about it, oh, this is like somehow tied to Superman. I'm like, I like the fact that even if it is, it's its total separate.
No, it's not tied.
No, it's not tied to Superman at all.
similar.
It's
Just
it's
more
like the
similar.
boys. It's like the boys. How Homelander is the Superman of that universe.
Right.
Brightburn is just the Superman of that world.
What's
per
it
se.
like? Omega Man and Invincible.
Yeah,
That's-
which it
Hyperion,
was a lot.
Hyperion in the Squadron Supreme, even.
Yeah,
Oh,
But
Supreme. Yeah.
I also just liked how basically this kid was like literally like so emotionless, like nothing phased
he
him.
gave no fucks.
Like he gave not a single fuck.
100%, Bob. This kid was
like-
creepy as hell, and he
Yeah.
sold it perfect.
And I think I think the reason he was so emotionless was because of the messages and everything he was getting from the spaceship.
Now, wait, do you think, since we're discussing, had that spaceship not been in close proximity, do you think this would have went down the way it went? Maybe.
I don't know.
I think this. I think
don't
the
know.
seizures would have. I think the seizures when he hit that certain age, I still think that would have happened, and he would have been drawn to it, but it would have just be a farther draw. Maybe
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
See,
I don't know. With the alien technology, it's hard to say how far of a range it would have.
see, I would think like he would still have the seizures, but I would say maybe if the ship is not close enough, he probably can't be as well as he was here. I think that, but then again, we don't know.
I was
Wait.
wondering that too, so I'm not entirely
Here's my
sure.
other thing, though. Is he born of the ship? Is he? Maybe he's not what we think of as like necessarily a carbon life form. Like maybe he more of an okay. Sticking with Dragon Ball, android. The ship was the only thing that was able to hurt him, but like why? You know, I mean, I guess was it the
Well, I
kryptonite?
figured,
Like you know
yeah,
what I mean?
I figured
Like,
that it was like that because it's a piece of the home world.
but
It's,
that's
maybe it's the same kind of thing with Superman, where his powers were activated because of something in our atmosphere or something like that, and the beacon is what it activated his mind so that he knew how to take over the planet.
But wouldn't that be kind of fucked
Yeah.
to like send? Okay, let's say you're doing the Saiyan thing and you're sending babies out to conquer planets. Why are you going to send them in a ship that's going to hurt them?
That
seems a little fucking backass.
See, that's what I thought about too. Because think about it, like, what's the first thing, like, when you were a kid and you like just got hurt, you want to go home. That ship would have been his home in this movie. A home wouldn't hurt you if you.
But
think about it.
even though this
Just
kid,
general.
and he's just starting out, like you said, so like we don't really know his full range of abilities, and obviously he's learning them as he goes. But as weaknesses go, I mean, just ship though is still way better than potential fragments that people could randomly find and happen. You know what I mean? Like,
what if the ship is like the crystals from fucking Superman, to where once he's like old enough, he can fucking like throw it in the ocean or something, and it creates
and make a fortress,
like, a fortress for himself.
Well, I'm assuming, dude, I don't know. Like, I want so much more of this universe.
Yes,
just
definitely.
with this.
If you're just going by like the drawings that she was looking through in his book,
Right, he's flying in space, blowing up space, so he should be able to breathe in space.
So his whole plan. Like, I don't think he would even care about a fortress. His whole plan is to blow up the planet.
Right.
Yeah,
Just
because
literally take it all down.
So it could literally be them. That's it.
But why? Like Dragon Ball, they're farming planets, like they're selling them and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder what this one is. Wonder what. Like, that's why I said I want more of this, dude.
Well,
like,
I
was wondering that. I was wondering that too. Was like, what's their motivation? Why are they?
Yeah, because it's a hive.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And so there's more to it than just him. So there's other beings out there. But then I started thinking of Invincible, how Omni-Man, basically kind of like the Saiyans, was sent here to fucking take over. You know, so
right.
I don't know. It could be.
I could understand take over, but to destroy the whole planet, like what
does that accomplish?
And then you know what I thought too. Also, what if what she picked up from the ship wasn't initially a baby per se, but because she touched it, the DNA, her DNA.
That's what I was thinking too.
That's what I was thinking.
Like, you know, what if it wasn't? What if its natural state isn't a human? What if it's something completely alien and it just adapts? If it just adapts to its environment, so then what it's supposed to.
So then, if that's true, let's just say that's true. I'm sure it probably is now too. Why wouldn't some of the DNA from what she held go to her?
Because it's a one-way
it'd be
trick.
like it would just be. Oh my god, dude! What the hell? There's a show out there where I've seen it where essentially there was a robot and they were able to like take the clone, like they were able to like clone themselves essentially. You know what I mean? Like that's what he was. Like he's a blank slate, and anything that touches, like it's just like whoop, that's what I am now.
Think of it as like D&D terms. He's a mimic.
Yeah.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah. And it makes sense because remember how they were talking about the what bug was it or something that like infiltrates
the wasp.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yes.
that's essentially what he is for the humans.
Right.
Which he was and he said he comes in and then they use other wasps to do.
Speaking of wasps, I think Scuba Steve just killed one.
No, that was a fly.
All right. So while we're discussing this movie, I love the dynamic between the couple because like she is so hell-bent on trying to be a mother. And you know what I mean? Like I could get it. I could understand it. I mean, I don't personally get it, but the way she lays it out, it's very well. You understand where she's essentially coming from.
Right. It's a mother figure.
However, the shit that drives me nuts is the fact that she won't listen to just him, the dude being reasonable about a situation just because she's like, no, he's our son. And I just wanted him the whole time. And I've been like, bitch, he's a motherfucking alien. We do not know fucking shit about this thing at all. Like, stop trying to act like you know fucking everything about it.
Not only that, in front of her eyes, that little boy that was no more than 5 foot, maybe a little bit bigger, pushed him off the ground to a fucking wall and broke it. Really? As a mother, I get, you know.
What do you do as a father at that point?
I would be
your
like,
child just fucking throws you almost to the
clearly
damn
he tried
wall.
shooting him in the back of the head, but that didn't fucking work. So.
I would
man.
be like, good shot, son. I'm out.
Yep.
Like that.
I don't
that's,
know, man.
I'd
Like,
cut it right there.
I
Cut it
just
right there. Be gone.
Dude, this movie is played out so well, and it works so great as a horror movie because the tension with just
the parents alone
thinking, and well, not only that, but just thinking about how to even potentially deal with this kind of a situation. How could you? You would have no idea. Every step you take is unknown territory. You know nothing, dude. And this isn't just a this isn't just a Superman situation where you have good-natured people. Like, these people are still good, but they're people. You know what I mean? Like, and kids can be assholes regardless of said parents.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
And this kid was good all of a sudden, all until he had that seizure and the ship was really communicating with him. That's when everything was like, you know what I mean? Like, he knew something was up. He knew something was different. And he even said it. He's like, I'm for a greater purpose. You know what I mean? He's having that weird, what do I want to say? Therapist moment there. So,
so do you think if he hadn't had that communication from the ship, he still would have turned out this way?
I think it would I think it would have either that or taken much longer.
Well,
I think
it would have taken
still
longer.
would have, because like it seemed like he had like no friends. He was picked on.
He knew something was up. Like, he knew it was different. But I think that was the initial, like, I don't know if that, like, because obviously it didn't start his powers, because the father already even said nothing's ever hurt him his entire life. So his powers have always essentially been there. They just start more manifesting. I just know if, like, it was that signal that made him start manifesting more, or like after you know what I mean? Or like it would have happened anyways.
I think the powers would have manifested anyways.
I think it would have taken longer. I think it would have taken a little longer for him then.
When did he whip the lawnmower? Was that after the seizure? The seizure was pretty early, right?
No, I think that was just before it. He wanted. I think
it was before.
I think it was that morning, that night the seizure happened. Or maybe I'm wrong.
No, he had the seizure first because I think he had the seizure first.
I want to say the seizure was the groundwork for him, like, kind of building up his power repertoire of I can't even say
Repertoire.
Thank you, sir. No, but I also dig that this movie kind of went a little trippy with it. Like, one of my favorite scenes in question was the whole dream scene with the father, of like where he woke up and he was reimagining the night of when they found him, but it was like completely walked in nightmare mode, which was fantastic. I love that shit, dude. I eat that shit up all day.
I mean, there was a few jump scares. Like,
it was great.
They did really good with the jump scares.
But the kid himself is creepy as fuck, dude. He was pulling some Sub-Zero MK 2021 shit, dude. Popping out of doors and everything like that, dude. Like, it was right in the trailer we just watched. When the sheriff's going, dude, and she sees him, and then all of a sudden he's behind her. I love that shit, dude.
Yeah, but that was edited a bit too, because it didn't quite happen like that.
No, and it's trailers, but in the movie in itself,
it was still cool.
I like especially when he's attacking the waitress.
Yo,
that scene was terrifying.
By the way, how great was it? We got an eyeball scene too.
Oh my god!
No, we not only got an eyeball, we got pulling out of an eyeball.
That wasn't even that was a long, extended eyeball scene. And the whole time,
the part where when she looks up, like she looks up and then she looks down and it moved. I was like, oh!
I'm so curious about a certain person.
I was.
I can't wait to hear
Brody that whole time. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even know this was in this. Brody's gonna hate this. Like that.
So was it all of y'all the first time watch?
Very first,
yeah.
Dude, and it was
fantastic.
Shit! I've been waiting for a while, and I don't know why I never watched it, dude.
Same
never
here.
Have.
You know, my thought. So we see that at the very end, we see that there's other things with powers as well. So basically, like a dark Justice League.
Well, I don't even know if it's necessarily that, but we do know one for sure is a already like registered superhero, and that was it the Crimson? Oh my god, he's from the movie Super. He was at the bottom corner. It's Rainn Wilson. He's like a Batman that goes around and beats the shit out of people with a wrench.
Oh, shit.
I think he's called the Crimson Bolt. I've never watched it, but now that I've looked into it because of this fucking movie, because I was like, I recognize that, dude. And I went into a fucking Google search and sure as shit, that came out in 2010. And it feels like it's a kick-ass kind of a scenario. We have in reality, but a very violent and bloody superhero. And it's got Kevin Bacon in it, dude. So I'm like, all right, I'm already sold.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Yes, I have
I
seen
just
that.
want to I just want to see Dwight Schrute beating the crap out of people with wrenches, man.
Right?
Yeah.
And oh my god, who's the sidekick in it?
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Anyways,
I never
we're
watched
talking about
it.
this stupid. But
yeah, but you know, we had the Aquaman character
was an
mentioned,
Aquaman,
and then the witch.
What
Give me a movie about the witch?
What's the witch strangle? Like, is that something we already have in the Gunn universe, or is that something that we were supposed to get? Because that's what I want to know.
From what I've been reading, and it's in my notes, is that he wants to do like individual films of each of those characters that are mentioned.
I am game. I am totally. And if they want to bring this director back in, also,
yeah.
Like if Gunn just wants to produce it and find like great, like dude, a horror Aquaman. Like I want him to be an actual fish man though. Like how they.
He looked like it. I mean,
that's what it looked like. Yeah.
Like I want it to be like Abe Sapien, but like pissed off
and violent as fuck.
Right, like just ripping motherfuckers. Dude.
So like Namor used to be, but half fish.
Yes. Yeah. A little bit more creature style. But maybe that's all we'd be getting. Maybe we'd just be getting a new style creature from the Black Lagoon, but he'd have more like Aquaman strength and shit.
That would be cool.
I'd be fucking down for that. Like,
absolutely.
It's just interesting the world that they could build upon, especially with the popularity of the not so superhero shows that we have now. You know,
with the witch strangulating, and my head was trying to like spin something, and I was like, "Yo, dude, what if it was like some weird like satanic Wonder Woman, but she strangles people with her lasso instead of like." You know what I mean? Like,
it's not a lasso of truth. It's like a noose of fucking.
Yeah, there you go.
Something.
Yeah, like instead of like some kind of Amazonian goddess, she's like a
witch
voodoo priestess or something.
Yeah, there's some, and it's still the same thing. Like it's all women, but it's like it's just they're all it's a whole different magical. They're not like the noose of justice, the noose of.
Well, yeah, it's just saying she's strangling people. What if she's on a good guy, she's strangling the bad guys. We don't know it.
But
it makes me want to potentially be heroes, but we don't know yet.
But I know also in that super movie, oh my god, Yondu, he's in that as well. So that's the tie-in, I think, between.
Is he the same character?
I don't know. I do. I could probably look that up actually really quick. But I'm trying to think of other things while we're discussing this movie. I mean, I like that he had the laser vision because, dude, that shit was just creep factor to the max of full glowing red eyes. Like, perfect.
It's nice that they did not overuse that too.
No, it was only when he was in his getup.
When he
was kept it to a minimum, but it was wonderful.
Yeah, but they could have used that as a crutch. Just he used that the whole movie and just destroyed everything.
Yeah, and I loved that one scene because it's probably the creepiest scene for me in the whole movie is when the uncle is driving the truck.
Oh
yeah,
the truck stalls and the lights are flashing. He's like, nope. And I'm like,
me and the wife both laughed.
Right. Same here, because I feel like that to me is the most realistic interpretation for most people. They're just like, nope, that motherfucker is flying. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm done. It's like, nope.
There's a movie like that. It's not a superhero movie, but I don't know if it's an alien movie or I can't really remember, dude, but it's something like that where they see a bunch of people in front of them and they turn the lights off, they turn up, and then all of a sudden you just see all their feet. Floating? Like, yeah, I just remember that scene instinctively because of this. I feel like it was either earlier 2000s or like 2010-ish, maybe even found footage style movie, to be fair.
To be fair.
So, I mean, acting was great in this.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a ton of characters, which is good. The sheriff, man, poor sheriff.
Poor sheriff.
Jesus
was just
Christ.
trying to do his job, man.
But he got the same kind of kill that they give you in The Boys, which is the very first kill in the very first like 15 seconds of the fucking very first episode. So
yeah,
Still haven't seen that.
that's all I've seen. That's all I've seen besides a couple other scenes, Chad. And like honestly, and I know, and I've said it multiple times, but this movie may kind of start get me into watching a little bit.
You gotta watch The Boys is damn good. If you liked this movie,
I loved it, dude.
You will.
I know the wife
1,000% appreciate
the wife
Boys.
definitely will watch it because Jensen Ackles is in it.
Well, yeah,
Not
that's
till
why I
season
want to
3,
watch
but
it
yeah.
too.
Not till
man.
season 3.
Yeah, but I'll rub one out to Jensen Ackles. Fuck yeah, dude. He's a handsome man, and his dad's fucking what's his name's coming in. I read.
Yeah, fucking Jeffrey Dean Morgan signed up.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan's coming in, dude. So I was like, oh wow. But yeah, it's dude, the dark superheroes, man. Like, give it to me all fucking day, man. This is great. Like
a bizarre movie.
Like I said,
eventually.
I know super isn't in the same vein of like horror, but I know it's like it's action comedy, but it's like ultra violent. So I definitely want to check that out and see where it like. And you know what I mean? It probably does nothing else besides them just having what's his name in there and showing the picture. Just because James Gunn was probably like, yo, dude, put that in there real quick.
Hey, Anthony said the problem is with The Boys, you can't watch just one episode. You have to binge it. Dude, I'm all about binging.
So here's my problem with The Boys, and one reason I haven't watched stuff like that. Damn, Scoobs is just having issues.
No, that's killing me.
It's fucking, dude. I keep missing it.
I keep watching his screen like I'm waiting for it.
At least he's not going by your mic because I'm almost expecting to hear the bzzz. Oh my goodness. So like problem is like by the time usually the kiddo goes away, because obviously I need the kiddo away so I can watch The Boys. My ass is usually like, all right, I'm sleeping. Like fucking out.
Same.
So that's my issue. All right. Anything else we want to discuss on this, gentleman, before we hear from the DKB? I mean,
let's hear from him.
I want to hear.
I think
from
everybody
him.
wants to know his eye.
Yes.
His eye thoughts were.
Aye, Captain.
All right, from the DKB himself.
Well, howdy fucking doody there, folks. It is I, your DKB, back for another episode of Gore and More. And this week I'm here to talk to you about Brightburn. Now, when I first heard about the premise of this film that was coming out, I was absolutely signed, sealed, delivered for the fact that what if Mr. Indestructible turned rogue, turned into this motherfucking killing machine, and tried to wipe out humanity? I mean, well, his origins before he becomes the fucking killing machine. And I mean, because we're all so emotionally invested with the Superman character, and like we've always seen him being the good guy, I think it's a really creative and fun way to, express this. Like, not everyone is the good guy, and how the fuck is mankind going to stop this kid from being a monster? And it's actually a quite scary premise when you think about it. I mean, how are you going to stop him for what he's yet to come? So the fact that James Gunn was behind this producing and it was going to be R-rated, I was fucking on board from the word go. Now, the one thing I have a problem with this film is, look, I understand in the direction that they went, he's fucking crashes to Earth, at time jumps to him now as a teenager, and his machine, his ship is giving him this message to, be the bad guy, kill people, whatever the fuck it's doing to him. I kind of think that's a bit shit. I personally would have had it, the fact that, give him a fuck ton of character development, 15 to 20 minutes of, being a teenager, going through puberty with these powers, coming to terms with what he is gaining, because in the film he just gets these powers and he's quite familiar with them. He knows what he's doing. I would have had it that, like I said, puberty, he's figuring out his body, what's going through the changes, and then he gets a chance to do something good, but yet ends up doing more damage than good. And then he ends up, going through the stages like of a downward spiral of grief, loss, and just anxiety, depression, definitely throw all these at the character and build upon that. Especially for a teenage boy, especially going through those years, trying to cope with society and that. It's a tough fucking thing. That is the direction I wanted this film to go. Anyway, I respect the fact with what they did in that. This film definitely feels like a short runtime because I still am enjoying it from start to finish, nonetheless. Now, Elizabeth Banks and her partner definitely feel like the dynamic duo of husband and wife. You kind of feel sorry for them. They make it. Their characters feel believable as husband and wife, but yet they make some stupid fucking choices that lead this kid. Well, they've really put the nail in the coffin for him to be the bad guy. There ain't no coming back by the end of the film. So, yeah, shit choices they make in this film that lead to their own demise, and it's totally on them. So we get some creative kills. Well, we get some fantastic gore, nonetheless. I kind of feel like we could have got more of a body count with a film like this. Definitely maybe an extra 2 just to amp it up a bit. And then we get this really fucked up scene. I bet you the boys were thinking of me when this scene popped up. It's a waitress gets a bit of glass in her eye and she pulls it out. Especially when I deal with glass on a daily basis, and I have had glass in my eye. It is fucked up. Any eye scene like that fucking make me cringe. That was a great scene. Now, the cinematography is nothing really to rave on about in this film. I mean, it is what it is, and it works, and that's all we could really fucking ask for a film like this. Well, at the least. I mean, the mask that the kid designs himself, I actually think is very creepy and effective in some scenes, especially with the dark atmospheric presence of him just floating around and just staring. I think it works extremely well, and it definitely feels like a kid created this thing, you know. So it was a really interesting visual aspect to see that this kid was able to represent and present in the film. I mean, look, overall, that was only my little negative back there. I mean, this film's still enjoyable for what it is. I'm not saying it's a fucking masterpiece, but, you know, I was able to sit through the whole thing and watch it from start to finish, and that's the main thing. So I am going to give it a Gore score of a 3.3, and I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say, and I'll catch you motherfuckers next week. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, Brody. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Brody.
I actually think
buddy.
he hit it pretty nail on the head. I agree with him, especially with the character development.
Well, but I don't.
I disagree.
I do too.
Same.
And here's why. We didn't need that character development because he is not human. He is a whatever the fuck he is. He's not meant to be one of us. He's a mimic. So
wait, sorry.
Oh, 3.
Brody changed it.
Brody changed it to a 3.5. Sorry. Continue, Scoop. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, I feel like it was great the way it was. I think if they touched into it too much, it would have been too much Superman in the for it.
I think it also would have slowed down the pace a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Well, this kid was literally just like right from the bat, like once he starts not giving a fuck, he just gives a fuck less and less and less. And I like that there's no turning back. It's great.
And do aliens go through puberty though? You know, and maybe that
we don't know.
Signal,
yeah, we don't know.
We don't know what kind of being he was. We don't know. You know, we just assume that he's human because that's what the
I love your guys' take on the mimic, dude. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, well, and I feel like that's why they threw that in the whole little classroom scene when they're talking about that wasp or whatever that mimics the bees or whatever the fuck it was. You know, because that's essentially what he is. He's not he wasn't a bee.
Or okay, so even if which honestly I still like the weird, like he's just a blob of protoplasm, dude, that ended up like she touched and turned into a baby. But let's just say is humanoid other creatures out there, like they're the Saiyans, whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That clearly says to me, like, in this universe, there's other. I mean, obviously, we're already talking like it's an expanded galaxy.
Yeah.
So, oh man, dude, this is.
I know.
Did they ever make this into comic form?
I don't believe so, but
they've been talking of a sequel for quite a while now, but just hasn't happened.
There's only one reason it hasn't happened yet. Well, two: the Suicide Squad and Guardians 3. James Gunn's been too busy with those to even think about it. But
you know what, man?
I believe they still want to do it.
But you know what, Brody? Brody said, I still liked it. I just wanted it to head in that direction just to explain a little more about him as well.
That's fine.
Which, cool. But do it in the sequel. let us find out more about him and about exactly
background.
what occurred in the sequel. You know, I'm not saying they have to like do like a whole prequel or anything like that, but give us a little bit more, just touch base so that we know exactly what he is, what his mission is, and what the fuck.
Do you want to see? Okay, so here's the thing: do you want a sequel, or do you want a spin off of the other ones and then have him to come into it? Because honestly, I'd rather have the spin off first and then
That's
have
what
the
I'd rather have
sequel
is the
after.
I'd rather have the sequel.
Dude. Not saying like full Marvel universe it, but you know what I mean. Like you already did it; it's already there.
Yeah.
But give us something. Give us one more different. Then come back to Brightburn because you know that's the solid one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But obviously, we're talking years in the future. That kid's not going to be 12 anymore. Like unless you use like Joe Gallo's kid who looks exactly like him.
Oh, dude, looks just like him, bro.
I can't wait for Gallo's set for this. By the way, dude, because he's doing it.
Is he really? He's doing Brightburn.
He put the pattern of the cape out there, like with a big shot, and it was like some stuff come up. But sorry, Joe, if you actually listen to this, y'all see it anyways. I'm excited to see it, dude. Like
I love the fact that Brody brought up the mask too and how creepy that looked. Dude,
it's fucking creepy.
It looked like
you know what? And here's another thing. It almost kind of looked like a bug because it had that
Yes.
weird like
again, that was
it was like crisscross all the way down.
Well, it was elongated like a snout or a piercer or something like that. You know what I mean? Like almost like a mosquito or whatever.
He was just an invasive species that was sent here to, you know, for whatever reason. So
I love the Dragon Ball take, Chad. Like I was feeling that a little bit at some points. I was like, this is almost Dragon Ball more than like, man, if he wasn't wearing a cape and had a tail, we're fucking talking Vegeta right here.
Maybe he had a tail. Maybe they cut his tail off when he was a baby to make him
or maybe
human.
Or maybe he'll grow it as in the sequel.
And now that you just said that, I can't do that's gonna be way too big of a sidebar. I can't even go there. So I was gonna say you just proved the fact that they can do live action DBZ, and for some reason they still just have it. Fuckers. I'm okay with Matrix 3, honestly. But you're good with what?
I'm good with not having live action DBZ.
Yo, straight up though, honestly, they just proved it with superhero anyways. You don't need it.
Nope.
Just give me a full 2 hour fucking. I love that animation, dude.
No, Brody, that's kind of what I think.
That's what we're
Brody
thinking.
says, if he's a mimic, does that include his appearance? And that mask represents his true form. So that's kind of what I got out of it.
Take on it as well,
because once he started getting those signals, that's when he started drawing all that weird shit.
So
he's getting information beamed into him from his home world or home whatever the fuck.
Not the movie Mimic in itself, but there was another movie, but it was more of like a comedy, but it was about these family of bugs that came in and they mimicked people. Does anybody know what that is, dude?
Oh my
and like
God,
one dude,
super
like
fucking familiar.
I think I do.
Because
let me check.
They kept kidnapping people. Like the kid kidnapped the guys that got him high because he got stoned, and then his antennas came out, and they were like, "What the fuck is that, dude?
Oh my God, what is that?"
And then they were like,
It is called Meet the Applegate.
Oh
yes!
Oh,
my God! Whoa!
I haven't watched that.
Me and Brody just hit it. I remember reading about it in Fangoria magazine years and years ago, and I thought that was it, but I had to double check it.
Dude, no, that was a fantastic movie.
That is a memory unlocked right there.
Right? Remember like when the one dude, like the office lady was trying to have sex with the father, then he ended up like cocooning her, and then like the girl tried having sex, or somebody tried having sex with the teenage girl, she ended up cocooning him. It was like dude, it was ridiculous.
Oh my God.
But
yeah, so same situation,
thing,
except with fucking supervillains.
But this could be obviously this could be easily a bug from a different planet, and this bug mimics whatever it can mimic, whatever it sees. It's a clay face. Yeah. Fucking love it, dude. I love it. All right. Yeah, so Brody hit the kills in this. You could have had a bloodbath in this, and theoretically, you did. Because I'm going to say
in a lot of ways.
Well, he took out an entire fucking airline, dude.
200, what was it, 268 people?
Yeah, something.
68 or 48. It was around there.
It was
268. I wrote it down.
See, and he got smart because
Yeah, he
took
was already
his dad's
smart,
body.
dude.
He took his dad's body back to the house so
Yep.
he wouldn't get in, so nobody could catch on that it was him. You know
I
what
love
I mean?
that he's. I love that also, man. Like anybody who hasn't watched this, you need to watch through the credits because they give you nice snippets that unfold to the story just that much more. I love the burning crop circles, dude. Like that shit is.
Dude,
that shit's cool.
When he dropped his mom from that high up, all I could think of is there even anything left of that body?
No.
Oh, that's a splat, dude.
It would just be like a puddle.
You would literally have just little bits of pieces of
That's
her
pretty much.
hanging.
I mean, that's exactly what happened to the officer or the sheriff. You know what I mean? He was just fucking.
Oh, dude, he was just a smear.
That's fucking straight up pudding. Well, that's how. Okay, so that's how the boys opened up, dude.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if you got hit by the Flash accidentally.
Yeah, that's exactly what would happen.
what
I
the fuck was
remember.
that?
So I remember my first watching the boys. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be awesome, and I'm like, okay, love story. They're gonna get married. What the fuck? Like, she's there and then she's gone.
You're like, what? In 2 minutes of time?
Yes. And I'm like, this is fucking great. And then, but I love that because we never get to see the stories of the collateral damage of the people. You know what I mean? Look at in the Avengers in the Battle of New York. You can't tell me people didn't fucking die.
No.
You
know what I do?
No, they did.
When
a lot of people did. It's funny you bring that up because at one point they were going to do a series about that called Damage Control. Control.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch that, dude.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Obviously, it would have been because they've done that shit in other things too. Like obviously they did it in Spider-Man. They had it a little bit. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
like in the cartoons and shit, they've done it too, and it's always obviously played a little bit more funny. But yeah, I like it because like at one point they throw Spider-Man on there because they're just like, yo, dude, you just keep fucking up the city too much, so you're just gonna get thrown on this shit too.
So they made Spider-Man work for Damage Control.
Yeah, it was in
That's
Spider-Man. Spider-Man on what the fuck was the Web Warrior? It got to Web Warriors. It was like season 4. It was
Spider-Man Unlimited, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't limited. Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, nerd moment. All right, so. Discussing this movie, kills were good for what we got. We had some fantastic gore.
Yes.
I don't honestly know. Oh, yeah, dude.
Bro.
I'm sure we'll get into that on favorite kills and favorite scenes and stuff like that. But, Chad Daddy, what do we got behind them curtains, buddy?
All right, so I got a little bit here. A lot of stuff you guys already mentioned that you picked up on. The mask Brandon wears seems partially inspired by wasps. An early classroom scene, he talks about how certain wasps place their young in a separate hive, getting others to feed him. This is a clear parallel to his situation.
Fantastic. Dude.
Pretty much.
I'm sitting here, I was listening to you guys talk about that whole time, and I'm like, yep, you guys are getting it. You guys are hitting the nail on the head.
Chad's just like, check that one off. All right.
The middle school scenes were shot at the now defunct Patrick Henry High School in Stockbridge, Georgia. This is the same location used for both Hawkins Middle and Hawkins High Schools in seasons 1 and 2 of Stranger Things.
Awesome.
There you go. So it's definitely a horror school.
Yes.
By the way, Scoobs, you weren't here. Last week I fucking binge watched the hell out of Stranger Things, and I'm all caught up now.
Fuck yeah!
I love it.
Did you cry?
I got a little misty eyed, and as much as everybody loves Eddie playing Master of Puppets, dude, I fucking got teary eyed when Dustin sang "Neverending Story" at the end of season 3.
Oh yeah, dude! Yeah,
I love it because that was
yeah.
my shit back in the day. So I love that. But back to what we're not here to talk about Stranger Things as much as we love it. We're talking about this. Brendan Breyer's name follows the classic comic book convention of superheroes with alliterative first and last names, such as Clark Kent, Peter Parker, Bruce Banner, etc.
Wow. Oh, that took me a second.
No, I know that, but for some reason I didn't necessarily. Yeah, I didn't compute for some reason on that. But yeah,
Superman was really known for that because Clark Kent. Then you have Lori Lamaris, Lois Lane, Lex Luthor.
Oh yeah,
Lana Lang.
By the way, guys, the next Steel City Con in December is a huge Smallville reunion. They just announced Kristen Kruk the other day.
My girlfriend's gonna be there.
Uh-huh.
I can be like, yo, can you sign this poster of Chung Lee for me? Fucking
Probably would.
worst piece of shit fucking movie. Sorry. Listen, man, like I said, I would go for what's his name solely on
Get a dildo signed.
to get a
By
double-edged
Rosenbaum.
to get a
Rosenbaum
double-sided
signed that.
dildo signed by Rosenbaum, and
Dude,
then take a picture of him and I fucking on guarding. Everybody's gonna be there for Smallville. There's gonna be my fat fucking ass walking through with dildos and be like, "Yeah, let's do
the
this."
best part of that dildo duel is when he shoves it right.
Eat it!
You know where I was going. Just the way he says it. Eat it.
That whole movie, man, I have tears from laughing so
Oh,
hard.
God, me too.
Every time I watch it, dude, it doesn't even matter.
Me too.
Anyways,
I'm proud to say I saw that in the theater when it first came out.
I did not, but it was one of those ones where my buddies, because that came out 2002. So
Something like that, yeah.
it came out 2002. So this was one where it's like hanging out in an apartment and there was like limited DVDs. So that was the one that was on constant rotation. It was like, yo, man, everybody's drunk and shit faced. Like, yo, want to watch the Roadie Boys? Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, dude. my drunken movie rotation was always either American Pie, Animal House, or South Park.
We had Van Wilder, Sorority Boys. We had the South Park like couples first seasons, and then like Family Guy like the first 3 seasons.
Yeah, no, it was the South Park movie for me.
So for me was Big Trouble in Little China, always on repeat, Nothing But Trouble, and all the seasons of the Boondocks.
Oh,
Boondocks.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a great show.
Like when I didn't have cable, I didn't have internet. Those were the 3 things I had on repeat.
Yeah, that was
all the time.
Man,
I had
Boondocks
Robot.
takes me
I did
back.
have Robot Chicken in there too because I had the first
Robot
2
Chicken.
seasons of that. So
I did not. I did not have a drunken rotation. Sorry. to say.
No,
You will. You'll get
You
there.
will.
I'm
You're still young, Bravo.
I'm still there.
Oh, see, my drunken rotation came in my early 20s, dude. When like you were just hopping out at people's like dirt ass apartments and they didn't have cable and shit, so they just had a DVD player. So you just bring whatever.
Oh shit, dude! I had cable and I still had a certain set rotation of films.
Fair enough. All right. Now I'm just like, I don't know. I'd put on like Avatar or DBZ, dude. I feel like, just let it roll.
Just a quick thing. The other day, I couldn't think of anything to watch, so I sat down and watched The Golden Child for the first time in years.
Yeah.
I forgot how fucking good that movie
That's
is.
a great fucking movie.
Yeah,
Never
it is.
watched-
Never
watched it.
saw it.
You've never seen The
You
Golden
gotta
Child?
watch it.
No.
Eddie
Oh my
Murphy
God.
classic. It's fantastic.
Classic.
Wait.
Eddie Murphy right there.
Hold on. Is that the one where he switches with Aykroyd?
No. That's
No.
Trading Places.
That's
That's
right. Yeah,
right.
that's
Yeah, that's
great.
What's
totally
Golden
different.
Child?
Golden
What's
Child's
Child?
with the little Asian kid. He's like
He's
the
kind of like the Dalai
savior or
Lama.
something.
Yeah. And he gets kidnapped, so Eddie Murphy has to go find him. Really super good movie.
Nope, never.
This
I
could
want the
easily
knife.
this could easily take place in the same universe as Big Trouble in Little China.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Like in a perfect world, those two would have crossed over because it even has used a lot of the same actors.
Nice. Yo, dude. Speaking randomly of Kurt Russell. even though you were Boss Man sent it, dude. But Adam from Mythbusters did an amazing Mac Ready cosplay, and it was
Really?
I didn't see it.
dude. If you watch the breakdown, he even got this fantastic fucking beard that covers right over his beard, and it's got the nice little ear clips. So he's like, "Hey, watch this," Whoop. And it's like full on Mac Ready beard, and then he's got the big floppy hat, and he puts the glasses on, and
Did it have the ice crystals in the beard?
It did not.
Oh.
But he had the flamethrower, which was made super lightweight. So he said the back piece in itself was 2 fucking pounds. I was like, oh my God, that's fantastic for somebody who carries around a 40-pound proton pack.
Okay,
And
wait,
then-
you guys keep seeing a light flashing on
I do.
my screen.
Yes.
Hold on. Because I don't know what's going on here.
It's Brightburn.
Yeah, I saw it like twice.
It's Brightburn.
You just went
I
red.
don't know.
Nope, now you went green. Okay, you're good.
I unplugged my camera is why.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's
Oh!
the camera or the light.
Y'all know what I watched this weekend too?
Oh, what's that?
Prom night 2.
No.
Stop
No,
that!
no.
I
No.
watched
Nope.
it. I'm just telling you, I watched it.
No.
Nope.
Don't.
Nope.
Don't.
It was on Shudder, so I watched it.
There you go. Anyways, Chad Eddie, what else we got behind
Spread
that?
the cheeks more.
Brightburn is mentioned as being in Kansas, which is where Kal-El landed, and later grew up to become Superman.
Hey.
Yeah.
In
For
many
y'all
scenes,
nerds that don't know.
in speaking of Smallville, in many scenes, Brandon wears combinations of blue, red, and yellow, the main colors in Superman's traditional outfit. This tactic was also used on Smallville.
Very nice.
You know what? I liked when they just brought over those Worlds Collide shit in the last like couple years on WB. Like, not that I watch them at all like a lot, but I did watch a little bit of the YouTube one where
Crisis stuff.
Yeah, where like that weird Lex Luthor with the goatee like went to Smallville to like present day, and he was talking about how he gave up his power. That dude is like fucking barrel chested. Holy shit! Now,
the coolest scene though in that whole Crisis crossover was the Ezra Miller Flash cameo.
Yeah.
Oh, when the two Flashes combined over. Yeah, I watched that.
He just shows up and he's like, "What the hell's going on? Where am I?" And I was like, "Ah."
That was cool. Now it's not so much anymore.
Yeah, now it's not good.
Yeah, now
I
know what he's like.
hope now we get Grant Gustin crossing over into that.
You know what? He ruined it. That's what I'm gonna say. He ruined it.
I'm sorry, but I think Flashpoint, the Flash movie, is gonna fail miserably because of the way he is.
I don't care if it fails. I just want to watch it. Just
it's coming out. It's still gonna come out. Yeah,
it's still coming out.
Yeah, they're not shelving it.
Okay, I'm still saying the same thing for Batgirl. Release it. Give me Brendan Fraser's Firefly. Give me it.
I've heard a lot of negative stuff from people that have actually seen it. They say it's about as bad as the worst CW shows.
Yes, give me it. Give me it anyways.
I don't care. Give me it. Let me watch it so I can be the judge.
Yeah,
somebody will leak it eventually. You know that.
And then when I enjoy it, but it's terrible. See? Anthony's with me. Release Batgirl. Give me Keaton, man. I'm doing it for Keaton
and Brendan
and fucking Brendan, dude. I don't give a shit about anybody else. I just want to watch.
I would say Brendan needs a win, but he definitely got one over the weekend with.
Yeah, he did.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
Brody's give me that R-rated Guyver. Yes, sir.
We're getting it.
I've never seen it, so I can't get on the.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
Guyver's so good.
So real quick, what is the Guyver? Or my
it's R-rated Power Rangers, bro. It's fucking awesome.
Okay, that's what I need.
But the problem is the version that Brody and I got is the director's cut, and the director's cut is severely edited down. So all the violence and all the gore is out. So now it's literally Power Rangers at that point. I'm like, well, that ruins the point.
Okay, we'll talk more about that with the nerd news, though.
Yes,
that's worth mentioning. The name chosen for Jackson Dunn's character was also the same name for the character known as Badger in Breaking Bad, played by Matt Jones, who plays Brandon's uncle in this movie. And Breaking Bad, Badger's real name was also Brandon.
Oh, I never watched Breaking Bad, so that's cool.
Yeah, neither have I.
And I got tired of people telling me, "Oh, you have to watch it. It's so good." They've overhyped it so much.
Everybody does that with every show, and I'm sure it is. I'm really sure it is.
It's kind of like Walking Dead. I'd never believe the hype behind it ever.
And it was good for 3 seasons.
It was good. Yeah,
3 seasons. That's it.
That's what I mean. Like,
dude, I would even question the first season tanked at the last 3 episodes personally, but that was just me.
The first season was a bit of a slow burn for me.
The first season was great in the first episode. The second episode was like, okay, good, but not as fire. Third episode was like, fourth and fifth was just shit. And then the 6th one, which was the finale, was like, hey, we're going to throw in 2 zombies in the last 30 seconds while we have this whole fucking climactic bullshit explosion. No, it was bullshit, dude. Fuck Walking Dead. Anyways.
So to bring it up, since we were talking about it, kind of funny that you mentioned it, Elizabeth Banks and David Denman both appeared in Power Rangers.
Oh, nice. No shit. Wait, Elizabeth Banks, who's talking?
She was in Power Rangers.
No.
Someone else is he's like somebody else is talking.
Yeah. I'm like, I hear people talking. I'm like, what's going on here?
It's none of us.
My daughter-in-law's in the kitchen making macaroni.
Oh.
Wait, what kind of macaroni?
Kraft.
Oh, continue.
So it's Kraft cheese and macaroni.
Yes, sir.
All right.
This movie is a deconstruction of the Superman mythos. Likewise, Watchmen was a deconstruction of superheroes in general. One of the main Watchmen images was a smiley face. Brightburn features a smiley face painting in the Briars family home.
Did it? Where?
I would have never noticed.
Must have been in the pan shots when it was showing all the photos.
It had to be
or something.
I think it was in one of the. I think it was like something that she was painting.
Oh,
Okay, that would make sense then.
I
think she was painting something in the beginning of the movie.
Interesting. No, she did a couple paintings. She was doing like a couple different ones.
Yeah, she had some weird cow painting that was really.
I thought her
psychedelic.
paintings were gonna like. I thought her paintings were gonna like interlude with like, because like she was gonna like have some mother's intuition of like some, you know what I mean? But like actually, it was the father having weird creep dreams. So, but anyways, what else, Chad?
Matt Jones and David Denman both acted together on The Office.
Yes.
In class, when describing wasps, Brandon says that wasps are more aggressive than bees, work in groups to attack, and that one species forces other insects to raise its young. This becomes a clear analogy of Brandon's alien species of origin, as they left him to be raised by human parents and later instruct him to dominate his surroundings.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, quick thing going back to the Office thing, just thinking about it. Do you suppose that is because what is it, Jenna Fisher used to date James Gunn? Like, weren't they engaged at one point? Like, I wonder if like
that's a good possibility.
Because I know that's how like Rainn Wilson got the role for Super. Because like I think they were still split, but he wanted her to still read the script, and she was like, "Yeah, you would love this," and he was like, "Yep." And then it was Ellen or Elliot Page now, but then he gave it to her, and like she was the sidekick in it. And shit.
Okay, that's the sidekick then. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think they used to either be engaged or they were married at some point, but
I'm not sure. I think they might have been engaged. They could have been married, but okay. So continuing on, Michael Rooker plays a YouTube conspiracy theorist in a short sequence during the end credits. He compares the footage of Brightburn to other mysterious figures that he believes the government is trying to cover up. The figures resemble a twisted version of the Justice League. Rooker's character mentions a sea creature overturning a boat, an allusion to Aquaman, and a witch strangling people with ropes, a probable analog to Wonder Woman. Also shown in the graphic behind Rooker's character is an alien being, possibly a reference to the Martian Manhunter, and an image of the Crimson Bolt, which was Rainn Wilson's character from James Gunn's earlier film Super, who had some similarities to Batman.
Fuck yeah.
Well, there you go.
So wait, I gotta do we know Rooker's name in this?
I don't think they gave it.
They didn't have a name.
So they probably just said YouTuber.
I just looked it up for Super. His name was Abe. Okay, so in Brightburn, it's the Big T. Never mind. So I'm assuming he's not the same character in either one.
Could be. Could just be.
We'll see. I'll have to watch it. That's just a reason to watch it, I guess. But anything else, Chad Daddy?
Let's see here. There were plans to promote the film at the 2018 San Diego Comic-Con in July, but it was pulled at the last minute in the wake of James Gunn's removal from Walt Disney Studios and Marvel Studios, only for Disney and Marvel to reconcile with Gunn 9 months later.
I remember that because it was like wasn't that the what the hell you call it? Was he grooming or something, or was it?
He was making
accused of it.
He made pedophile jokes.
That's what it was.
Years and years and years back.
That's what it was, dude. It was like, it was like 10 years prior, right?
Yeah.
Or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because that's why I got excused, because it was just like, dude, I remember when that did down, everybody was like, oh, he's gonna never work for Disney again. I'm like, yo, dude, you know how much money he made for Disney? There's no way they're gonna not fucking give him the best PR they could to fucking get him back. Like,
yep.
That man is I love it, dude. Like, and his horror movies are great. I mean, we've already watched Slither, dude. I fucking love it.
Yeah, we really had fun.
Slither was a great movie.
Yeah, it's fantastic. God. Elizabeth Banks once again.
Okay, so finally in June 2019, producer James Gunn stated that discussion of the sequel was happening, but he was busy writing and directing The Suicide Squad and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So, again, like I said, that's the only reason nothing has happened yet.
And then obviously COVID, so yeah, a lot of things.
I haven't watched his Suicide Squad yet.
It's really good.
I'm behind on that.
It's really good.
I know it probably is, but
the first Suicide Squad?
No.
Suicide Squad, the second one.
Yeah.
I didn't see
the good one. The good one.
Yeah. The first one was crap.
I didn't
Enchantress
see
never should have been the main villain on that one.
No.
Or
I didn't see his.
Or the villain from Thor should have never crossed over and fucking. What the? You guys didn't think that? I thought he looked exactly like the thing from fucking the first Thor. That fucking armored thing that came down.
Oh yeah.
That they were fighting at the end at Suicide Squad, whatever the fuck it was.
I don't remember the ending now. I'll have to look.
It was
again.
so bad, dude. It was a long time ago, so that's fine. You don't have to. I'm never gonna have you. I'm not gonna ask you to look back into that movie. What else we got, Chad Daddy?
That's all I got, buddy.
All righty. So we are on to the main questions. Gentlemen, what format you watch it on?
Amazon Prime.
Same. Had it in 4K.
It was on Hulu?
Yeah.
Fuck
no
off.
shit.
Yeah.
Fuck off, dude. I read it on Prime.
Why didn't that come up on anything I looked at?
I'm gonna check
it on
now.
fucking Hulu.
You watched it on fucking Hulu.
I just wasted $3.
You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because I don't think Hulu has it in 4K. And
Nah, it wasn't in 4K. Definitely.
I
Wasn't.
was gonna
But I had
watch it
already
on
seen
demand,
before.
but
It wasn't?
No.
All right.
I mean, and even if it was, the girlfriend doesn't have a 4K TV, so it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah.
I would have done on demand, but I'm upgrading.
Honestly, though, but I'm the way where it's like, as much as I like 4K, I like free better, or already paid for better, I should say. But all right, damn. Well, I
don't know. It was worth it though. So.
No, dude, it was a fantastic fucking movie. It was a
a
shit movie. I'd be very upset.
Yeah, if it was Amityville 3, I would have been pissed.
Oh yeah.
If it was Morbius, I would not be on the show.
What are you talking about, dude? That's still a possibility.
Yeah, it's Morbid time.
That is still a part. Yeah, it is. Still
All right, then I will send in a video, and that'll be it.
Oh my god, dude! Speaking of Power Rangers, and I never even said it, dude, but I was on fucking our new Power Rangers podcast on Project Louder with Boss Man and Cam.
Oh shit!
Boss Man's gonna kill me for that one. I probably shouldn't put that in slice of life, but
you guys are gonna give me 2 minutes. I've got to piss so bad.
It's that old man bladder working.
It is. I didn't pee before I started.
All right, so you know what? This will give me a good moment to drop this down. So yeah, dude. So it's a watch along. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really know where they were going with this podcast because it's a new one. They're only on episode 4, but it's pretty cool, man, because they're covering Zeo and they're going through the episodes. The episodes are all on YouTube and they're only like 20 minutes long. So you watch a 20-minute watch along and then you do like a 20-minute discussion on it. Pretty much how we break it down, but more so obviously like all Power Ranger kind of gimmicks and stuff like that. It was pretty fucking awesome, dude. I was like, yo, when you guys get to the Gold Ranger shit, throw me on because I want to get back. Because I was getting all into it, dude. I watched the 3 episodes prior and fucking was playing it all up on the Switch and shit, dude. Just was like, yep.
You know, I stopped
getting in the
watching
zone.
Power Rangers after
Zeo was literally my last season.
Which one was Zeo?
That was the 4th season because there was 2 seasons of Mighty Morphin, and then there was the weird. So it was like. It was Mighty Morphin, and then they went to like the Ninja Mighty Morphins, and then there was those weird alien rangers that stepped in when they became little.
Oh yeah.
And then after that was Zeo, and then after Zeo was Turbo, and that's why I was like, I don't give a shit anymore.
I never watched Turbo, so I watched all the way up until Turbo.
Because Turbo is when they were like, hey, we're gonna go Beetleborg style, we're gonna bring a kid into it, and I was just like, I'm not really feeling that. And you remember that's when they came out with the next big movie, where it was Power Rangers Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. Yeah.
I was never a Power Ranger.
At least with that, they kept that as the origin of the Turbo Rangers versus the first Power Rangers
where it was retconned.
Yeah, they fucking ignored it. I hated that they ignored it.
It sucked that they. So kind of cool enough. On this podcast, which I should mention the name because I haven't even done it. It's called Stronger Than Before. So look for that on Project Louder. That was one thing that Cam brought up. Hasbro now owns all the rights to Power Rangers. Nothing Saban anymore. So now the next season going in, and I know this is not that I personally watch it, but I might kind of take a dabble just because I'm interested. They're keeping the same team from this year, but everything's going to be shot new and like here. Nothing's going to be reused footage.
So it's the first fully American version.
And then they're going to be dropping a different like reboot style on Netflix, which he's like, I don't know anything about. I'm like, is it going to be more adult? And he's like, I don't know. I was like, I have so many questions, dude. Like, and Cam's definitely the man for that shit, dude. For sure. So, but yeah, check out that shit if you guys are into Power Rangers.
Oh man, now if they're doing a complete Netflix reboot, I'm hoping it's the Shattered Grid.
So with that was one thing we were talking about with Hasbro doing it, because they're going into some time shit. And my question was to Cam and to TJ, if they're doing time shit, I was like, could they fully just reboot Mighty Morphin? And he goes, what do you mean? I go, you have Mighty Morphin, it's those characters, but now you just have new teens playing those characters. And now you can have Hasbro fully reboot Mighty Morphin right from the get-go. It's the easiest selling one. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah. And then that way you have like, because they've already established the whole like multiverse, like of different Rangers throughout like they've done it for fucking years. You know what I mean? So, and now that they're doing with time shit even more, it's possible. Like, so, but I'm interested to see where Hasbro goes with it. Cause I'm like, would they change up the styling after a while, or would they try to stick per formula to how it's been for 30 fucking years? You know,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly what I was.
And
just about
that's
to
what
say.
I'm saying. But I'm wondering if I'm almost wondering if it's going to be kind of like an accident situation, and I don't want it to be, but you know what I mean? Like almost like there's going to be some people that are going to be a little too headstrong and think it should do this. And it's like, yeah, man, but don't tweak it too much. I don't know. All right. So now that Chad Daddy's back, we're going to continue with the questions. So sorry, I dropped on my shit.
Yeah. Now we're up to Dush of the movie.
All right. Douche of the movie.
Brandon Brightburn or Brandon.
Yeah, Brendan, yeah. No, who else?
I want to give it to the aliens themselves.
Yeah, I was gonna say whatever his species race is, I guess. His alien race, for sure. Because
we'll give it to the Saiyans.
Yep. Warrior race just sent to fucking take over planets. All right. Favorite kill, gentlemen. There wasn't many, but there were some nasty ones.
Definitely, the truck.
That was cool.
I do love the truck. However, my kudos and always favorite one of Superman's kills, because to me, I just think instantly injustice, is laser beam lobotomy, dude. I fucking
that was a good one.
That was hard. That was because that was his dad.
Yeah,
that was up close and fucking personal, dude.
Yeah,
like, that was
and it wasn't instantaneous.
It was
it slowly burned.
Slow burn, dude. Oh my god, that would just. You're not even dead. Like he was like halfway in, and he still was like fucking. You know what I mean? Like,
I just like the truck one because he toyed with him before he did it.
Oh, that one was just straight up fucked.
Yeah.
And the best part was is he also made it look like an accident.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No blame. Besides him like doing his own weird little.
Yeah, that was the stupid thing, was him putting his little symbol there.
Yep.
For me,
but I mean, what were they going to do? What are they going to do? You know, and he had to have that mindset. Like, I'm going to put my sign on here. What are they going to do? How are they going to hurt me?
And that's a good question leading into the sequels. What are they going to do to him? How do they stop him?
Right. The mom was the.
I also loved it because the guy's just like, nope.
You froze.
You froze on my end.
No. You froze.
So did you. All he just did.
He froze like this.
Yeah, that is a good question, though, because how are they going to fight him? Because the mother is the only one that knew his weakness.
Yes.
She never even told the father. Personally, the shit she held from him about an alien son and shit going on was just all sorts of wrong.
Yeah.
All sorts of. That first time when she was like, oh, yeah, he was just like sleepwalking downstairs. No.
Tell him the truth, yeah.
Exactly. He was at the ship and he was trying to break into the door and he was half asleep. So something's going on, clearly.
Which brings up the question, after that happened, why did they keep the ship there still?
What the fuck are they going to do with it?
Yeah, where are they going to put it? That's a good question.
You get her fucking rent a flatbed and haul it the fuck out of there. Anything. Call the fucking...
I mean, you are right, because they had to get it there, right? Because it was in the woods. So you had to have some kind of tractor to get it there. I don't know. Maybe because they were hoping it would just explain things more like once. Because maybe they were. Now, here's my question. Does Superman, the comics, exist in this universe?
That's what I was wondering, too. What if somebody reads the Superman comic? And
I want to know if these assholes were like, yo, man, we're going to be like Clark and Martha Kent. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if, not that it's ever mentioned, and I'm glad it's not, but I just wonder if those comics exist in this universe. I don't know. It'd be interesting. But you never see him reading comics or anything. You know what I mean?
No,
That
you
would
never
be
do.
that would be a weird take if you saw him doing that. But he's so just he's like Saiyan, but almost like Vulcan style, and like he's smart. You know what I mean? Like it's not just brute force or anything like that. Like he's tactile about it. He knows. Clearly, he's a smart kid when he goes off on his fucking wasp rat and shit like that.
Yeah.
So,
well, even his aunt says he's not even in the top percent. He's in like the top 10th%.
Yeah, right.
In his age range.
That's pretty serious.
All right. So, did we all say favorite kill?
I agree. Yes. I agree with you with the slow
laser
burn.
gun.
Yeah.
You know why, dude? Because that's one of my favorite kills in Injustice. Because that's how he kills Billy Batson, dude, and that's just fucked right there when Superman does that shit. And if you don't know who Billy Batson is, next to
Shazam,
who's a 13-year-old child. So just think about that. Superman fucking straight up lobotomized.
Hey, fuck them kids.
Hey, man, Injustice Superman was a fucking. I'm not saying he didn't have his motives, but he was a dick.
He was a dick.
For sure.
But the animated Injustice movie does not do it justice either.
It's all Batman's fault, though. It's all Batman's fault.
It's always Batman's fault.
Batman should have taken care of Joker years ago.
A long time ago. Yep.
Well before Jason. So
even
much.
after Jason, he should have just fucking.
After Jason, it should have been
That's that's why he carries so much guilt in the Injustice in the comics and everything. Like you guys, if you haven't read the comics, read
I've read.
I have them.
I haven't read them all, but I've read them.
So good, so good.
All right,
I like the Blackest Night also.
Ooh, that was good. All right, best scene. For me, it was the dad's dream scene. I fucking love that shit, dude.
That was a great scene.
I almost picked that too, but for me, it was the scene where his mom finally puts 2 and 2 together and runs to his room and sees all of his drawings.
Ooh, the good reveal. That's all.
Because that shows not just what he's done, but what he is going to do.
I'm gonna go with the scene where he breaks the little girl's hand.
Oh, bro, that was tense. That was
because
fucked.
He liked her. You knew he liked her, but she said ew, and he was like, "Oh yeah, bitch, I'll show you ew."
Yeah, man, but he got weird rapey after the dad was like, "Yeah, you can give in to your urges." He's like, "Oh, really?" It's like,
like
whoa,
yeah.
Where are we going with this? I don't like this.
I need an
the
adult.
weirdest part of that was the kid was like, "Right now."
Yeah, right. Like I was like, no.
But that just goes to show that his mindset isn't. He's not human, you know.
Right.
So those are
just
animal urges. Like that was that animal instinct
kicking in. Yep. Which I'm not saying it doesn't happen to us sometimes, but
yeah.
Typically when we see a nice set of gazongas.
Let's not talk about that right now. I can't stop talking about it.
What?
Bobby's mic all of a sudden just pops up.
Wait, I would have to say my favorite sequence is when he's fucking with the girl's mom. Basically, her death.
Yeah.
That whole.
Ooh, that was
like because
that's scary, dude.
That's a really fucking so scary.
And how about the reveal when you finally see what happened to her at the end?
Oh,
Oh
she's
my
all
God.
dissected and
Gutted,
shit down there.
yeah.
That was fucked.
Well,
man.
it's also like look back to that scene where they found the so-called, oh my.
and the only random titties you
porn.
get.
And he also, you see him like it's these like beautiful women, and then it's all these gutsy photos of like anatomy, and then it's like this fucking shit.
I love when she asked the husband, like, "Is this normal?" And he's like, "Well, the first part is." Yeah.
He's like, the first few pictures are, but the rest of these, no.
Fucking A. Yeah, that dream scene for me though, man. I guess like to elaborate that, it just anytime it goes into a weird like scene traversal of woods, like something that just is not natural like that.
Mhm.
Clearly, you're like, all right.
That was definitely my runner up for best scene.
Yeah, there was a movie I was gonna have you guys watch called The Ritual, and it does some of that in that or a couple times, dude. And it's it does this weird part where it molds the forest into like
the store. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The way it does it, it's just fucking awesome, dude.
I still think we should
creepy
sneak that in at some point. I think
it's possible.
We can do that.
It's possible. It's very possible. All right, so opening scene hook you in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because had no idea. What was going to happen.
The opening scene was just him crash landing and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it showed him videos of him growing up, and the credits were rolling or something.
Which I did like that. Yeah.
They were about to get it on.
Yeah, they were.
You were with her and her cool emo purple hair. It was hot. All right. Most attractive character. Wow.
Elizabeth Banks.
The teacher.
This-
It was a real quick scene. But that teacher was hot.
That was her sister, right?
No, his
Wait.
teacher. When he's talking about the Wasp, his teacher.
See, I almost thought that was one in the same, and I got confused.
No, completely different.
Because I just thought that was her with her hair done up and glasses on.
No.
But no, I guess she would be the psychologist for the school, wouldn't she be? So
Nah, Elizabeth. I always found Elizabeth Banks ever since the 40-Year-Old Virgin.
at the same time, man, I don't know. The sister was pretty. The sister was pretty hot too. I think I might actually go the sister, the therapist, dude.
I was thinking that, but I got to go with the teacher.
Chad likes some.
He likes to be taught a lesson.
He likes the disciplinarian stuff.
That's what he likes to be taught a lesson.
Naughty librarian.
That's right. Yeah, that is the quintessential 80s fantasy right there. It's naughty.
A good naughty nurse is good too.
Yeah.
Why? They could check your temperature.
Librarians.
So you saying you like things shoved up your butt there, Bobby?
I didn't say how.
Hey!
I mean, the nurses are going to be way more like used to just things, I guess. Or seeing things. So.
Did
But
I
at the
say
same
two
time-
fingers? Better make it 3.
Full clench, baby. All right. Did the score set the mood? Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything I don't think you're going to take on that record collectors are going to get or anything like that.
But for the movie, it made some tense moments for it.
Yeah, like you said, Bob, your favorite scene alone in that restaurant when you see all the cool little lettering all on the fogged over windows. See, that's where I was getting my Mortal Kombat vibes, dude, because obviously you guys have seen the new Mortal Kombat. And Sub-Zero does that shit, dude, when he's hunting down fucking what's his name's family. Just standing in the fucking doorway, all fucking serial killer style. I was like, holy shit, dude, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
But it just, yeah, man, like, fantastic. All right, so best song, I'm gonna have to say "Bad Guy" by Billy.
I wish Bad Guy.
No, I'm gonna NA this because I hate that song.
That's
so
the
much.
first time I ever heard that song when I saw it in theaters, and I was like,
I like that song.
See, that's
I
one of my
heard
favorite songs from her too. Absolutely.
Where I used to work at when my department was still mixed in with another department, I would hear that song 2 to 3 times a fucking day.
That's fair. So
I
you just
hate
got it
that
over.
song
So you
because
just
of it.
got it overplayed. That's
Yes.
why. Okay. See, I like it because they have in the music video as a bunch of guys like myself just bouncing their fucking fat bellies, and I think it's hilarious. So that's my vote.
Yep, mine too.
No, yeah, I'm right with you.
And it kind of gets me grooving a little bit. Too. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
Sorry, Chad. That's fine. Do you have one, Chad? Was there another one? I didn't even.
There was another song, but I don't remember what it is. So I'm just gonna NA that.
Chad's like nothing. All right.
Nope.
Fuck y'all. All right. Favorite character. Besides Brightburn himself, which I actually still enjoy because I want to know the origin and all that good shit.
You know something? The father.
I like the uncle.
I was gonna give it to the uncle.
Yep. I'm giving it to the father because he was the logical, like, do you not see what's going on here?
And he was still gaslighted by his wife because she was emotional.
Sounds
Bullshit.
like I never mind.
Don't go there.
I feel like the uncle.
Don't get us canceled.
But the uncle.
Never mind.
He was just like all of us because he sees the floating kid in front of him. Like,
nope.
And the uncle was honestly realistic. Like the dad flipped out for him giving a 12-year-old a gun. I had my first gun at 8.
But
now every family's different. I'm not gonna say
I had BB guns when I was little, but my first rifle was actually still back in the closet, and I got it when I was 12.
Here's my issue with that scene though.
I got a.
Why did he run and get in his car when he could have just went inside his house?
Yeah, wait a minute. Now you said that. I just
you could have ran inside the house, called the parents.
Been done.
Why did you get in the car?
So I also kind of wondered that because I was like, yo, man, you're just gonna leave your wife there just chilling by her lonesome?
Yeah.
Like, not that you could do anything to this kid anyways, but yeah, I didn't know if he was trying to
Brody, the name Brightburn is the name of the town.
Yeah. So was it? And it was actually he never dubbed himself Brightburn. It was actually more
the media did. Yeah,
the media dubbed it. It was Brightburn Incidences.
Yeah.
And then it was.
Then they called it the Brightburn, something like
Something.
the Brightburn entity or something, and then it was just Brightburn.
Yep. which I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I was confused at first when you see the sheriff come up, and I was like, wait, the town is Brightburn? What? All right. Sorry, Bob, you were saying?
No. I was going to basically say the same thing.
Oh, okay. Was it scary? You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Because it's the fact that we don't know what this kid can do, and we can't do anything to him as of what we know yet. Like that's ultimate.
But not just that. We always have in our minds that somebody with superhuman powers is gonna do the right thing. We have that Superman mindset that if
that's
a
what you
being
hope.
like that, yeah, that's what you hope for. Nope. Not this time.
And I feel like in today's society, that would be the minority would be doing the right thing.
Well, the sad part is that is the minority anymore.
Yo, man, I'm not gonna lie.
It is.
I said that straight up. If I had superpowers, I would totally be an asshole and fucking like steal money and shit, dude. I would like.
I don't think I would take it to murder though.
No. I would be
well, it depends.
I would be
me. You gonna pay me and I can get away with
Well,
it?
yeah, I mean, dude, I guess if you're getting to the point of assassin level where you're taking out high priority fucking like, but you know, you don't have to go Deadpool on it where you're just taking hits for money.
But I'm just saying, if a government wants to pay me to take somebody out,
but I'm saying like,
and I
okay,
have
like
superpowers, I'm gonna do it.
Like Looper is a great fucking, or no, is that the one I'm thinking of? Is that the one with Samuel L. Jackson and the dude who's like Nightcrawler and he can like fucking go places?
No, Looper is Bruce Willis.
No, okay, that's all right. What the fuck's the one then where the kid's like Nightcrawler and he could just like look at a place and he could fucking and he like teleports. There's like, and then there's like a bunch of teleporters and shit. Like Samuel L. Jackson's like hunting him down. Like I would be that kid. I would be that dude.
I know what you're
like,
talking about, but
like that dude had like walls of like pictures of inside banks and shit because he had to see where he was going, like Nightcrawler, right? And
Jumper.
like,
Brody says Jumper.
Thank you, Brody. Love you. It was a fun movie. But yeah, like he like scoped that shit out, dude. Like was taking pictures of like inside bank vault. That would be me. I would do that shit, dude. If I had that kind of power, I'd be like, fuck yeah, dude. I don't give a shit.
I would I wouldn't use it for bad other than I'm gonna get rich. That's what I would do. That's it.
I would use it for greed more than bad.
Greed?
I mean, I guess that's bad, but it's like
okay, no. All right. Here's what I would do. Honestly, I would use it to steal money, give it to those who do need it, and take away from those who really don't need it.
So you want to Robin Hood the situation?
Yeah, but then I want to be like this. I get percentage. Here's your rest. Leave me alone.
So you're gonna mafia it?
Damn right, I'll mafia that shit. I'll mafia that shit, no problem.
I feel like I would. If I had these powers, I just want to be left the fuck alone.
What? One power, one and one only. What would you have?
Invisibility.
I've always really wanted teleportation, dude. Like instant transmission is always the one thing from DBZ. I'm like, if I could do anything from DBZ, it would be instant transmission. It would be the most useful out of anything.
Wait, no,
anywhere.
Scratch that. Super speed.
X-ray vision.
I super speed would be cool, but I think it would also just be cool to be like, beep,
but here's the thing. You don't have super strength, super.
Yeah, I know.
None of that. So with your super speed, say you're hauling ass, you hit a bird at like, you're going to get fucked up.
Well, wait. How did. Yeah, but he has like super healing and shit like that too.
He can also he creates a frictionless aura around himself too when he's because otherwise he'd be ripped apart when he runs when Flash runs that fast. So it'd probably protect against something like that.
All right.
Or like the bird would just like hit whatever's in front of you, just be like feathers.
I would just want like not invulnerability, but like if I got hurt, I would heal instantly.
Yeah.
So kind of like Wolverine's powers.
That'd be more like Deadpool, even. I think Deadpool has a better healing factor.
He does.
Yeah.
I mean, his shit can get cut right off, and he's like,
yeah.
Although, and this is going to get so up nerdy. I mean, Wolverine had his head ripped off, and he even regrew his whole body in the comics at one point. But that was Old Man Hulk, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, during that series. When he was in Budapest or whatever.
You and I remember Budapest very differently.
That's right. All I remember is it was like one of the first fucking things of that, dude. And I believe like Hulk had a harem, and I was like, yeah.
Wait, that's the Maestro. That's Future Imperfect.
Is that what it is?
I think.
Yeah.
Was
Maestro.
Hulk like bald?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
bald
that's the
with,
Maestro with a beard and everything.
yeah, and he had the big
that's it.
fucking,
Yeah.
he had the big Akuma beads on.
Yeah.
Yep,
Maestro.
that's the Maestro.
Because because I'm pretty sure old man Logan's head gets his head ripped off, but he's still alive during that. And then he eventually like grows back his body somehow or something. But obviously it's not, he's Bone Claw Wolverine at that point again. All right, so off of that. I knew we were gonna get into comics pretty heavy in this one.
It's hard
gonna
not
happen,
to.
right?
Hard not to.
So apologize to everybody. All right. Fuck, what were we on? Scary.
Does it hold
said
up?
Yes. So hold up, dude. Yeah, it's fucking
yes,
a couple
it
years
does.
old. So yeah, absolutely.
I mean, yeah, for
3 years old.
Acting, fantastic.
It was good. Fantastic.
Wonderful.
Yep.
I mean, everybody, to a T.
That kid played a creepy 12-year-old that you can't touch, but you just want to pound the fuck out of because you're fucking you little shit. All right. Cinematography, we got some CG stuff, but you're gonna have to have CG stuff because we got fucking flying motherfuckers. So
I think it was actually very good. Although I don't have specific shots, but the way it was shot was pretty good. It wasn't too dark. It wasn't too light. It was like
anytime him peering through a doorway with his eyes, dude, like that was
always freaky. Yeah,
that was right there. I also like the shot of him flying out of the house when she's running towards the barn at the end.
You see him go all.
But my problem with that is his ass would be able to catch up to her way fucking faster than she would be able to limp to that fucking barn. So he was going with her.
Quick sidebar, Brody asked if Deadpool floats in space, does he keep it coming back to life, having no air to breathe, like an endless loop of dying? I'm pretty sure that's answered in the comics.
I
think that's actually happened.
I feel like yes, because that's pretty much his existence in life anyways, is endless loop of dying. And with the cancer cells, right? Like
yeah, pretty much.
I'll have to look that up. Woo, what was that? All right. So, and the premise. Fantastic, dude.
Love it. Evil Superman. Love it.
Yep.
You know what, dude? I feel like it's even less Superman now that you've said Dragon Ball, dude. Like it's and maybe that's just because we're huge Dragon Ball fans. So maybe we're just throwing those references. That's fine. But yes, it's very much Superman. That's the easiest pull to.
It makes me want to see have a Bizarro movie.
But he's Superboy. We could have a Bizarro movie, and they could literally just make fucking
Brightburn Bizarro if you wanted to.
No,
if you wanted to really fuck.
Nope. I want Brendan Fraser as Bizarro.
Oh yeah, okay.
And there you go. I want to give that man as many roles as possible.
Give it. Yeah. He's the GOAT.
Yeah, dude. Like, homie, I was watching Journey to the Center of the Earth today.
Look,
nice.
Brendan Fraser as Bizarro. Keanu Reeves is Bat-Zaro.
Yeah.
I mean, we already got Keanu Reeves as Batman. At least
make him Bat-Zaro.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. All right. So we're on the R's. Recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot. I want to rewind this shit, dude.
Rewind.
Definitely.
Give me a sequel.
Hopefully get that. Let's get that sequel in like the next 2 years.
All right. Boys, let's rate this bitch. Mr. Brody Kane started us off with a 3.5. Chad Daddy, what you got for me?
Add a 1 to that. I'm going to get a 4.5.
4.5. Scuba Steve.
I too am going with a 4.5.
5. Mr. Ramone.
I would go with a 4.0. 4 point exactly.
4 even. And oh man, I really did enjoy this movie. This is a good one. I'm gonna go with 4.5.
All right.
Sounds right. Didn't know if it was gonna be a little too high, but I really didn't like it. It makes me already want to watch Super, and I'm already interested in an expanded universe. So I gotta say, dude, that's a pretty good run. All right, so we got 21, divided that bitch by 5. We got 4.2.
Nice.
2019's Brightburn.
Not bad.
That is a fair.
All right. So now we usually say what we're going to do next week, and we're going to put Chad Daddy on the spot because and he said he hasn't picked one yet.
I did pick one earlier. And I didn't tell you guys yet? I wanted to save it for the show.
Right.
I kept going back and forth between a few picks that I have on that list, and I don't want to mention what they are yet in case any of the rest of you guys want to pick from it. But I kept coming back to this one certain one, and it's one we talked about last week because we were talking about the devil. I picked Constantine.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, all right.
All right, cool. Now you took me off the hook because the wife wanted to watch that, and she almost wanted me to put that on my pick.
Nice.
So now I don't have to. All right.
Did you know I was last week years old when I found out that movie has an end credit scene?
I would have never known. I had no
I
idea.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it has a fucking end credit scene.
Well, thanks for the heads up because now we're gonna watch that.
Yeah, would have never known.
I feel like I knew that, but dude, it's been like probably 5 years since I've watched
I
it.
never watched
I don't
past the
know.
credits, and I was watching TikTok,
Same.
and they were like, not many
So-
people know there's an end credit scene.
Random side note, just because you said that, how do you guys feel about end credit scenes? For them, against them, either way?
For them,
depends.
if they add to it to something coming or something we were hoping we would see, like if they add more to something, whether it's coming or is part of a character, I'm in.
As long
I
as there's a payoff.
Yes, yeah, basically.
And I feel like there should never be more than one.
Yeah.
Some of them go overboard with no multiples, and that's overkill.
So, funny enough, like I'm for them. They don't bother me because I'm like, you know what, man? It makes you sit through the credits, and then that way, everybody who had a part in that movie can actually say that people got to see that shit, right? So, like, that's how I feel. Not everybody has to feel that way, but it's like, yo, listen, man. A lot of people do make that shit, and let's be honest. Most of the time, the credits hit, you're like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Dude,
so-
when I saw Ghostbusters Afterlife, that is exactly what happened. Me and the kids were sitting there, the credits roll, the lights come up, everybody hauls ass out of there. I'm like, you're missing 2 end credit scenes.
Yep.
So it's funny that you even say Afterlife because this is exactly where I was going with it. I went with a buddy, and he literally had like not like a tantrum, but he was just like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "I hate all these fucking after credit goddamn movies." He's like, "Fuck Marvel for starting that shit." Blah 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 blah. And I was like, "Why do you hate it?" He's like, "Because I don't want to wait." I'm like, "It's part of the movie, dude. Like." What? Why is it so much harder to wait 5 more minutes? Like
any Star Wars film I've seen in the theater, I've stuck through the end credits just to listen to the music.
I mean, dude, I can't lie. Like ever since Marvel, since 2008, man, every movie I fucking stay after to the credits now.
By the way, and I think I told you guys this too. And the other day I got the wife to finally sit down and watch Afterlife, and god damn it, I fucking got teary eyed again.
I still haven't seen it yet after the theater, so I have to.
It's happened every time I've watched it. Every time I fucking put it on, I cry.
New games coming out in October, boys.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
Oh, that's gonna slap hard on the PS5.
Yeah, it is.
So he just said he just watched the Constantine post-credit scene.
Why didn't you wait till next week, homie?
Well,
I want to watch the movie.
It's fucking waited.
It's nothing. I mean, it's kind of cool.
I think I have Constantine. I gotta make sure.
Dude, the Masters of the Universe movie from 1987 had an after credit scene.
Yeah, it did.
Right. So it's not even Marvel.
So it goes far back.
It goes way back. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. There's a lot. I'm trying to think. There was.
And I'm
didn't
still
Gremlins
waiting.
Do that shit.
I'm still waiting for
Gremlins
Skeletor.
did that. Skeletor, because I watched that movie last week. Yeah, you did.
Speaking of Skeletor, they are releasing new figures of the movie Skeletor and He-Man.
Nice.
Oh no shit.
Oh,
yeah,
sweet.
but Mattel's doing it, not Super 7, so they're going to be more closer to the $20 to $30 range.
Perfect segue, Chad, because we're talking nerd news now. So there's that. Now, to go back to what Brody was talking about way before, because Chad Daddy said we'll put it on the thing. I got to look for it. We were talking Guyver's getting a full release. Our version, not from Vinegar Syndrome themselves, but from a third party between them, right? And Vinegar is going to produce it.
Vinegar is helping them, yeah.
Right. So Brody asked, do you think we'd be getting director's cut, getting all the goods? What kind of director's cut? All right. So for anybody who's never seen the Guyver, Bob, no, because you said you didn't see it. So I
That's
just,
true. I haven't.
No, it wasn't like a shot or anything, dude. I just,
By the way,
it's an older movie too, man. Like,
by the way, hot take, I actually like the second one better.
Dark Hero? Dark Hero's great, dude. It's been a long time. It was definitely sci-fi, but it was one of the way better sci-fi movies, dude.
Yes,
for
it
sure.
was.
Like they did a great job with Guyver, though. Like in between the director's cut and the rated R, it's a fully different movie. You have none of the gore, you have none of the fucked up shit, and that just completely changes. It just changes the overall tone, and now you just have like overdubbed ninja kicks in it, and like guys wearing symbiotic alien armor. But when you get the full rated R, this motherfucker, like, I mean, you get it in the edited version too, but he has katanas that come out of his fucking shoulders or his elbows. And all these other guys, they turn into aliens and shit like that. So in like the R version, they give you like a Star Wars breakdown where it explains a bunch of shit. And they don't do that in the edited one. And you get like a crazy awesome boss fight, dude. You get like motherfuckers getting ripped in half and like just chewed up. And so, yeah, I'm hoping we get all of it, Brody. Even if they put the edited version on there for just people that want to watch it, fuck it, I don't care. But I just want that fucking rated R, which originally it used to be just called the VHS version, but somehow I saw that shit on HBO when I was a kid. That's how I fucking watched it. So now Dark Hero, that came out what, late 90s?
I think so.
It was like 96, maybe 97, it feels. Could be wrong. But Mark Hamill's in it. He doesn't play the main good. He plays a cop, but he gets turned into this weird, like, fucking dog
cockroach or something.
Creature.
I thought it was a cockroach.
Yeah, it is, dude. Like, he gets really elongated, but like he didn't finish his transformation, so it's like he got fucked and he died midway. The actual original title is called Neutronics. So no, I don't think they put a release date out on that. And all I know is I'm going to be paying attention quite hard, dude, for that shit because it's fantastic. And then also Vincent announced in the horror terms for people that like the gross snuff films, the August Burns trilogy is going to be coming to Blu-ray. I don't know why, because that doesn't need to be in 4K, but it is. And so you'll be able to look for that too coming out.
Well, there are some people that'll buy literally anything that Vinegar Syndrome puts out, so it'll sell.
I read the synopsis of those films, dude, and it's like I've never even wanted to watch the Serbian film, but the Serbian film seems like a grade A quality film and compared to these fucking shit pieces. So,
Vinegar Syndrome did announce another really, really big name movie that they're releasing in 4K too, and that's the Amityville Horror.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, they are.
Now, you know what's funny is that was actually my pick to review on this, and I couldn't do it that evening. But I remember you guys thought it was very boring, if I remember
it was.
Right.
Yeah. It plays out like a made for TV movie. It's not very good.
Later on now as we talk about it, because you look back and it's not what it.
I do remember enjoying the second one more, even though it gave us weird
the incest.
I didn't say that part of it. I just said the movie in itself.
I didn't mind that though because the sister was hot.
She was.
I mean, she wasn't my sister, so I can say that.
Yeah, he's got a point.
The more fucked up part is that she wasn't possessed when she was down to do it. At least
no, she just wanted to do it.
He was possessed. At least he could say that. Like, I had the devil in me. Brody says he's Vincent's TCM 2 release. Aha.
That'll probably be one I pick up.
That'll probably be one. But how much more are they going to add to that, I wonder?
Got me, dude. Whatever.
Hopefully we get all those deleted scenes from the.
Yeah, they'll probably throw on the work print copy.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
If they do that, I'll buy that. Yeah.
So is there any other nerd news? I think last week we talked Terrifier, so we announced that was coming out.
We also got past week, the Hulu Hellraiser. We got the first look at Jamie Clayton as the Pinhead.
Yeah, we got Lady.
And I got to tell you, she looks much more freaky than the regular Pinhead. And that's not any disrespect to Doug Bradley, but the way she looks, like her eyes just alone.
I'm sorry, man, but she looks like it looks like Crossbend cosplay, and I'm all for it.
Dude, that's exactly what Pinhead's supposed to look as per the book.
Yeah.
Well, remember
Pinhead is not supposed to be. I think there was not supposed to be a man or a woman. It's like
No, it's androgynous, but in the book described as having more feminine than masculine features.
So now, okay, so great. Now I'm scaroused. So that's fantastic.
I got a fear boner.
Got a fear boner. All right. Anything else nerdy, gentlemen?
I know we talked Terrifier 2. I'm just running through my list of anything that's ready. Anybody else has anything, please say it.
Dragon Ball fans, we hit 80 million.
Woo!
The most successful Dragon Ball movie ever.
It's fantastic, dude.
Oh, and credit scene though. Woo!
Don't spoil anything, you bastards.
It's your goddamn fault for not watching it.
My kid
I know.
wanted some time. So,
well, this is funny horror. We got Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey trailer finally came out. Yes. I didn't watch it yet, but I
don't know about
so
that.
Curious to see what
I did. It looks cheesy as hell, but it looks fun, and I'm all for it.
That's what
I gotta say.
Okay,
is that a direct stream, or is that gonna go in theaters?
If it's going theaters, it'd be very select, I would guess.
That's
I
my
think
guess,
it's
too.
going to be more of a stream and video on demand kind of thing. But I would say it looks like a solid B. Like, obviously, we're not talking A horror, but it looks like it almost kind of gives me like Stranger vibes a little bit. But honestly, the way the trailer sold it, they actually went with the whole like Christopher Robin story and everything. And I was very interested to see where we were going with this. So I'm kind of sold. Did you guys actually watch the trailer or no?
I haven't seen it yet.
I was the only one that watched it?
Yeah, I didn't watch it yet.
You know, I am all for twisted
fairy
tale horror movies. Like Twisted Land of Oz was one of the McFarlane figures that I fucking absolutely loved. And I wish they would make that a fucking movie.
So like, yeah, this one starts out actually with Christopher Robin grown up walking his girlfriend into the woods. And he's like, yeah, he hasn't been out here for a long time, so he doesn't know what his friends have been up to. And it's just, I don't know, man. I
just love
I'm not going to say there's not cheese.
I just love the fact that I love how as soon as Winnie the Pooh and the characters all became public domain, the first thing it did was we're making a horror movie.
Yeah.
I mean, what more can you ask for?
I had all of them, Brody. I had every single one. Toto was my favorite because it was like this big giant monster thing.
That's awesome, dude. All right, so
what the hell?
What happened
to John? John, what happened to you?
Did I freeze?
Your audio
your audio dropped and it was all staticky
on you.
Yeah, you sounded like you were talking on an old CB radio.
Probably because I was accidentally playing a YouTube video and maybe it like crossed over.
It must have.
My bad.
Candy cane.
Well, I was going to download the Blood and Honey trailer, but we could save that for another time. Well, gentlemen, if we don't have anything else nerdy, we're wrapping on 2:10. So I'm gonna say
let's do that.
Let's call it a night.
It's time.
All right, Chad Daddy, you want to start us off on roll call?
Well, this is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy saying, join us next week for Constantine, bitches.
This is your host with the ghost, Lord Scuba Cabra, saying, see you next week.
This is your Killing Machine, Bobby and Moan, saying, we'll see you next week. And be sure to vote for me and Scuba Steve in the Face of Horror competition.
Face of Horror competition starts tomorrow.
Voting goes up at 10 a.m. Vote for us, and it's going to go till November, so you better get on them.
Get on them votes.
Vote early and vote often.
Absolutely.
There you go. All righty. And I am the Not So Mean Fluff Master Supreme saying, thank you for joining us, Gorehounds. Check out Project Louder for all amazing podcasts, such as Us Right Meow, Somewhat Supernatural, The Machine Shop. We have LCE, Lights, Camera, Exploitation. Check out the new Power Rangers podcast that I got to co-host with Bossman and Cam from Beetle Bros. That is stronger than before. That's their new Zeo podcast and much more, man. So thank you for joining us. Just like Chad Daddy said, Constantine next week. Watch that shit. Join us next week. 6:30ish as always on Monday, and we'll see you there. Oh, and last thing, sorry about that, Gorehounds. Remember, stay fresh, cheese bags.